Ladies and gentlemen, what is it? What is it? Wayfarers. We're back with episode 4 now. Timothy Stubblebubble on the microphone, starting us off. I am joined by the most esteemed up-and-comer dungeon master on the World Wide Web, Apoptosis 808, the most righteous rogue, strangely enough, Mendax, the Tiefling, and Nigel, the strong wizard who rode his way through Tol Karabad, through a time machine into the realm of the Bandits. Ladies and gentlemen, the team has just faced off against 2 hooded figures, and Call already fucked up big time. Can the team save his ass? Find out on this episode of Wayfarers.
Fantastic. Yes, it is great to be back. Good to see you all once again. Ash and Pig and Jimothy Stubblebubble. Oh, I've missed you. We had a lot of stuff happen in the last episode. Anybody want to tackle a bit of a recap, or what are we thinking?
I think this, my memory is not very good, but I believe we're on the mountaintop, and I think Aragorn went out to scout, and then basically I got hungry, so I started a fire, and then some big, really scary kind of cold cloak guys came, and they're trying to like stab us and make us all cold and stuff.
No, Pig. I think that's our other campaign, dude. We haven't released that one yet. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it for everybody.
Sorry, there's too many campaigns going on. I forgot that one's on the down low.
Yeah. Call, you want to take a crack at a recap for us?
Yes. On the last episode of Wayfarers, we went up to a spooky house. And on the inside of the house, there was a bunch of shit on the windows. And we were like, why is there so much shit on the windows? So we opened up the door, and a bunch of smelly bugs flew out all at once. And we said, why were those bugs flying out of that house? So we went into the house, and there were a bunch of dead people. And then Nigel did something very unspeakable, which I will not repeat now. And there was a creature named Bob, who stood guard until he was carved in twain by a mystery foe. We were setting up camp, but we were jumped by some frosty wizards.
Okay. Sure.
There was also a very hot thing that we found. It was like a hot potato, but it was meant to connect into a sword. So there was the house. They went to go to the house to try to take this artifact with the sword, but it was hidden in a tree trunk, which we eventually found. And we are keeping this on our persons.
I couldn't have recapped it better myself. I think that was pretty perfect.
Thank you.
If I remember, the last action that occurred was I think you even used your teleport, right? To teleport. Did you? Yeah, I think you did. You teleported like 30 feet into them.
Behind them.
2 frost. Yeah, behind them.
Yes.
I believe you got an attack off, or a few attacks even.
Yes.
And then you got grappled by one of them and like got hit with the ice, and now you're encased in ice. Why don't we actually just start it off? Why don't you roll a d4 for me?
That's the triangle one.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so that'll be 4 turns that you're encased in ice. You can try and break out on each of your turns, though. So we'll see you in a few turns, I suppose.
Crap.
Okay. So let's see, if it started with you, then it kind of went to their turn. They are 30 feet away because you were able to teleport from the camp over to there, and now Nigel and Mendax are, I don't know, did you tell them what was happening at all, or do they kind of have any inkling of an idea of what's going on?
Did I tell them?
Yeah, did you say, hey guys, I'm gonna go over there and sneak up on them or something?
No, I basically did what I did last time, which was there were things approaching our camp, and I just started blasting in my barbarian ways.
Got it.
I did kind of warn everyone they were coming because I was aware immediately when
Right.
Bob got cleaved. So we have kind of witnessed Carl swoosh. I'm not sure. Is there a sound when you use your scythe?
He kind of turns into like a flock of ravens for a moment that disappears. Very aesthetic.
Okay, so we saw him do that, and we've only really seen Carl do that one way before, and that is to jump on people and cut them. He doesn't really use it in many more creative ways. It's just to, engage in the cutting and chopping a bit faster. So I think, I'm not sure, can we actually see? I probably can't really see it, but I imagine I can hear the fighting.
Did he just backseat Barbarian me?
I think he just saw what had happened. I think that's just a fact. I'm with Pig. That's just a fact.
Just because I spam Fireball for 2 hours doesn't mean I don't have creative ideas.
Let's see. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I was just writing some stuff out here for the certainly not ensuing combat.
I'm gonna take my next teleport and smack your butt.
We definitely saw some of it though, because I don't remember who, but we saw the frost coming through the forest.
Yes, so
I believe I'm in a tree.
Yes, you were one of the scouts. So Nigel sent his pet rat, his familiar, around one side to try and find what was going on, and you snuck around the other direction towards where Bob, the undead guard, was waiting. You kind of got to see what was going on, and coming back through, you started to notice this frost that was on the ground. Everything had been covered in a sheet of frost and ice, and it's really cold. It's getting extremely cold at the camp as well, and the frost has sort of just started to hit the edges of sort of the fireplace where you guys are sort of hanging out. And yes, I think Mendax, you did decide to perch up in a tree because you were gonna like jump and ambush them or something like that, I think was the idea. Nigel and Ribbons, I think, are just kind of hanging back. So go ahead and roll a d20 for initiative. Not you, Mr. Call. You can wait.
Not you, Mr. Call. You can wait.
Yeah, well,
not you.
Try not being encased in ice, mister.
16.
Okay, and plus add your initiative. Make sure you add your initiative.
Oh shit!
As well.
I never ever remember to add.
I know. That's why I remind you. It's okay.
I already took my initiative.
19.
19. Pig, what'd you get?
4.
4 total. Okay. And for these happy buddies, they are... okay. So that would mean... Let me just organize this a little bit. The fun of combat management. Alrighty. Mendax, you get to go first. You sort of have assessed the situation the quickest. And your turn is now. What would you like to do? You're up in a tree, and you see that just moments before you decided to spring into action here, that Call has teleported 30 feet away. Give me a perception. You know the direction... you heard the combat, so you know that they're over there, but I don't know how well you can see what is going on.
My perception is so shit. Rolled a 4 plus 1. It's a 5.
Okay, so you're not really sure. You cannot. You do not determine that Call is encased in ice.
Okay, so I can't tell that he's encased in ice. Can I see the backs of the 2 ice demon wizard things?
No. You know their general direction is there. You would have to approach, which you could do in one turn, but you would have to go closer in order to see where they're at. You can't, like, shoot an arrow from your position, if that's what you're wanting to do.
Right. That was, I mean, my initial thought, but if I can't see them and I don't know he's in ice, then I don't want to fire an arrow because I don't want to hit Carl. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to get a bit closer. If I can, stay in the trees, but if not, I get down, move a bit closer, maybe use my dash to get back up into the tree.
Give me a d20. We'll give you a luck roll here. How dense are the trees in this part of the woods?
2.
2.
Meaning
Okay,
the
so
2 inches apart from each other.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Not quite, unfortunately, at this point. The trees are pretty densely packed together, but all of the limbs on like at the tops of the trees are way too sort of fragile. You would definitely just break them trying to get your way across. You don't see a pathway that looks safe.
Okay, then I think I will probably get down from the tree, but stay behind tree cover as much as possible and move a bit closer.
Okay. Yeah, so you're up about 10, 15 feet or so, we'll say. I think we did like 10 or 12 feet. You could probably jump down that with an acrobatics, or you could use some of your movement to carefully go down the tree. Which would you like to do?
We're 30 feet away, so I'm going to go with acrobatics. Just
Okay, give me an acrobatics check then.
19 plus 9.
Okay, yeah, you're able to easily jump down from the tree. Even though the ground does have a little bit of frost and ice on it, it's not too much to affect your landing at all. So yeah, you're able to jump down without issue. Okay, and then now what would you like to do?
So actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to move back closer towards, since I know that Carl, teleported over there, and I didn't hear any screams of pain. And since I can't see what's going on, instead of getting closer, I'm going to move back to be a better support for Ribbons and Nigel. I think we might need to be close enough to be able to talk to figure out what we want to do. Because I can't really attack what I can't see.
Absolutely. So that's about 5 feet away from where you are now. Do you want to sort of hide at all, or are you just out in the open with Ribbons and with Nigel?
No, I want to stay behind a tree if I can.
Okay, sure. You can hide behind a nearby tree, we'll say, but you're within earshot, maybe 5 feet away from Ribbons and Nigel. Give me a stealth check.
18 plus 9.
Okay, yeah, you're stealthy as you're extremely quiet. Anything you want to say before we move on to the next turn? Speaking is free actions, so long as you're not saying a novel. Basically, you can pretty much talk however much you want.
Okay, no, Carl was standing closer to him, so I'm just going. Nigel, did Carl tell you what he was doing?
No, but I think he went to stab them. I think he went to stab those cloaked creatures.
Damn it! All right, Ribbons, if you've got any heals that you could throw my way pretty quickly, I think that would be really good to have, since I may have held onto a hot rock far too long, far too many times in a row.
Are you asking him to heal you right now? Are you like damaged?
I'm 37 out of 52.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, yes,
and
of
I
course.
don't know what's coming, so I would really like a bit of a heal.
Ribbons will pull out his book and he'll start kind of going through. Great. Okay, it's the monsters' turns, and they will. Carl, you're still conscious. You can still see. You can still feel. You feel very cold, obviously. Very uncomfortable, and you see through almost like a foggy lens, if you will, of this sort of not very clear looking ice that's encasing you. The creatures don't really pay much attention to you, and they just keep walking. So they sort of just did that, and now they're walking away from you. And they walk forward. You can now see them, Nigel, Pig, and Mendax, at the edge of the camp. As they approach and move forward, the ice, again, it begins to just kind of really sort of build up on the ground. You can see individual, almost like crystals of ice kind of growing out of the ground. Your fire begins to sort of dim and waver a bit as the oppressing cold begins to almost basically put the fire out. They're now on the edge of your camp, and you can see them. There's these very large, cloaked black figures. They have just ragged black cloaks on. You can't see too well inside of their hooded gaze, but you see through other like their hands and their feet that they're wearing basically plate mail, and they each have a fairly large sword at their side. The one thing that you do notice is that through any of the sort of openings through in their hood or by their gauntlets or anything like that, there's just like streams of not frost, but like what is the word I'm looking for? Like the vapor coming out, right? If that makes sense. It's so cold that you can see it in the air. Basically, and where they step and where they're moving, they almost have to break the ice off from the ground, as it's basically almost just pouring out of them and into the ground. So it almost, if they stay in one place for too long, that you can almost notice like a specific sound as it breaks a bunch of the ice crystals. But they are now within your guys' range, and they are not too pleased. Let me see. What are they going to do? So Nigel and Ribbons are the only ones that are visible at this moment. So they're at their max movement. They are going to both hold up their hands. One at Nigel and one at Ribbons. What is your... Oh, no, okay. Give me a dexterity save, Nigel, and I will do one for Ribbons.
4.
Okay, that's horrible. Let me take a look real quick.
If I rolled a 1, that would be a critical fail, right? But I rolled a 2, thankfully. So
Yeah, there you go. Fantastic. Lucky for you. But even so, you can't fail checks and saves. So
you can't fail saves. Okay, good.
Well, I'm sorry. You can fail them. You can't critically fail them.
You can't critically fail it, right? Yeah. It's not a critical miss, right? Yeah.
Exactly. So they are both casting a spell which you're fairly familiar with, Nigel. Have you ever heard of Ice Knife? They sort of raised up their other gauntleted hand that's not holding on to one of the swords, and basically just a mass of ice begins to form and appear out of thin air, and there's sort of these sharp and ragged, jagged spikes on them, and they blast them forward, one at you, Nigel, and one at Ribbons, and it will deal... Holy shit, this does a lot of damage. Okay, hold on.
I think I've only cast a single Ice Knife in this entire campaign, but...
They're extremely good.
It can hurt. I've wanted to avoid hurting Carl, which is why I've mostly avoided it.
Okay, Nigel. You take... Let me do math. You take 19 damage. 10, which is the max damage from the one that hits you, and then the one that hits Ribbons deals 2d6 damage to you. So that's they both hit you guys, deal d10 to each target that it hits, and it does 2d6 splash damage. So it explodes out in the shards of ice. Ribbons will take 10 damage total. Got a little bit luckier than you did, but still a very intense attack here.
So with the explosion, does that... So we don't get hit by 2 of the kind of the splash of the ice shards exploding. We only... So like the actual target only gets hit by the direct blow, is it? If it was just
it's actually
both.
Ice shard? You're right. No, you're right.
It would be both.
Right. I'm skimping on damage.
I'm
good call, Nigel.
Give us homework.
This is because so I can kill monsters with this more effectively in future.
Yes, you can.
I'm bringing this pain on myself for a reason.
You are. So take 9 more damage to both of you. Good catch, man.
Gosh.
Good catch. All right, Ribbons is hurting.
I am 25%. Oh.
Woo!
Ouch. I am almost dead.
All right. Ribbons is he sort of just has both of you guys have just these shards of ice literally just piercing through your skin in this like volley explosion that's happened. You're all just kind of covered with these fragments of ice everywhere. It's extremely painful. You guys are in trouble. It is Ribbons' turn. Sorry, Ribbons has so many options, so I don't always know exactly what I should do with his.
That's all good.
But-
I need time to consult and find anything that's going to work against these bastards. So
Ribbons will ask if you know what these are. Say, Nigel, do you know what these creatures are?
shall I roll for Arcana?
Sure.
Or-
Go ahead.
Is it Arcana or?
Yeah, Arcana is probably the best here.
Okay, so that's 11. I think I have a +5. Let me check. 6 actually, so 17.
Okay. Yes, you know that these are more than likely ice wraiths. They are resistant to cold damage, big surprise, and they are weak to flames. They're weak to fire damage as well. They are essentially undead. They're considered like ghosts, basically. So they also usually take a little more damage from holy as well, holy damage and stuff like that.
All right, I relay that info just over to Ribbons. You know, they're ice wraiths. They're weak to fire and any sort of holy magic you can conjure.
Okay. He says, okay, I'm gonna wish me luck. And Ribbons is going to attempt to do what's called turn undead. So let's see if he's able to do that.
Oh, we've got the right goblin with us. Oh damn.
Oh wow, very nice. Okay, so yes, Ribbons does the spell. It's one of his kind of class features as a cleric, and he raises up a very odd-looking symbol, like almost like a necklace. It almost looks like a strand of barbed wire, actually. And he starts to kind of mutter some words. You see, there's kind of now those icy sort of slivers are starting to melt, mixing with blood kind of coming down your guys' shirts and your equipment. And he's kind of almost saying a prayer. He raises his other hand up and he does a few symbols. He's just mumbling under his breath. And you see this almost like strand of barbed wire begin to have like a black flame start to engulf it a bit, but it doesn't seem to burn his hand, and it doesn't seem to burn the string that it's attached to. He sort of grasps that symbol with his other hand, and you see that it cuts into his palm, and you see blood beginning to drip down the side of his arm as well. And he kind of mutters a few more words and releases it in sort of you see almost like a wave, like a bit of a psionic wave go through the air and hit the two ice wraiths that are on the other side. And without any sort of sound or warning, both of the ice wraiths turn around and begin to walk away. Ribbons kind of collapses to the ground. He's taken a lot of damage and he is in a bad spot. He's not like dead, he's not passed out, but he's not in a good way.
Poof. My go then, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Goop, heal Ribbons.
All right.
I say while punching my microphone.
Nice.
He really means it.
Go, Goop, heal him now. He's hurt.
Yeah, he very kind of as quickly as he can reaches into his the sort of chest cavity that he has and puts that scroll in his head. Beedop, boodop, boodop, beedop, bop, wop, bop. And he heals Ribbon for 4 damage. And yeah, Ribbons looks a bit better for sure. And he'll say,
Good job, Goop.
Thank you, you tiny machine. I appreciate it. Ribbons will explain to you that you guys only have a minute. They will be back, but the spell doesn't last forever. And
Can I kill them while they run?
He says if they take any damage, the spell he put on them will break, but you can damage them in the meantime. Yes.
Okay. How far is Carl? Is Carl within 30 feet?
Yes. You know he teleported probably the direction that they came. I don't know if you know. Well, I mean, I don't know if you actually know the distance of his teleport or how far he went, but Metagame Pig knows that yes, he is within 30 feet.
All right.
You did hear them do some attacks and things like that.
Yeah.
So you do not surmise that they're extremely far away. You don't know if they're within exactly 30 feet now.
I should have an idea as well, actually, because like I threw out a bonfire when we heard them approaching, and like it got snuffed out. We got like a glimpse of them, and then I blind firebolted, and I kind of saw a slight flash of them before it got put out as well by the ice. So okay, I'm gonna literally just run around the wraiths. Basically, I'm assuming they're kind of walking back towards Carl roughly, and just try to not get in their way. I'm gonna try and break Carl free.
Okay, yeah, you can get there within one turn, so you don't have to run. You can you run, but you don't have to do the action run, which would sacrifice your movement or your action rather. Yeah, you get there within 30 feet. You see a call sickle. You see a frozen kanku, a frozen chicken dinner, my friend. He is encased in ice. You can see his eyes kind of darting around and looking around, and he's sort of struggling. You hear some muffled groans as he's obviously trying to break free of his icy tomb.
Ooh, I don't really want to hurt you, so I'm just gonna try and kick it free. Essentially, I'm gonna kick at the ice because I don't want to catapult a stone through the ice and hurt Carl anymore.
I love it.
And I don't have anything other than a knife, so
Kick it free.
I don't think that's gonna help. I'm gonna try and crack the ice with the strength of my muscular wizard legs.
Sure, give me a strength saving throw. Or a strength check, actually.
That's 13 plus 1, 14.
Great, give me a d4.
D4. 3.
Okay, the ice is a lot harder than it looks, and it damages your foot as you kick it.
How? Oh, shit.
You feel as if you've done absolutely nothing at all.
What are you doing, you idiot?
So did I just take 3 damage?
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm on 5 life.
Lucky thing. A minute is like 30 rounds of combat. So you do have quite some time to so long as they don't take damage, you have a bit of time.
Wait, 30? Oh, is it?
Every round is 5 seconds, roughly.
Oh, okay. 12.
Yeah,
You're
so
good with
it
numbers,
lasts for
aren't you, a DM?
Well, every now and again.
That's okay. That's still a lot of time, and they're gonna walk back. They're walking back at about the same speed as me, right? Like 30.
Yeah,
feet
about
or
30.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
So, yeah.
Well, that's all I can do because that's my action. As I realize, I probably could have put a bonfire at the base of this, but I think the ice wraiths are still a bit too close. So I don't think the bonfire would work just yet until they're a bit further away.
Sounds good. Carl, it's your turn. You are imprisoned in a tomb of ice. Give me a strength saving throw.
If I'm in a rage, do I get 2 tries?
You can't rage. Unless you're in a rage already.
I was raging before I got into this situation.
Let me look at rage. Yes, you're still in a rage. But if you do not attack something or take damage this turn, your rage ends.
Oh.
I didn't know. That's kind of cool.
I rolled a 14 plus 6 for strength saving throw, and I get a second try.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was worse. So,
Okay.
20.
20. That is on the nose, exactly the number you needed to hit in order to break out. So you in your frustration are able to begin to crack the ice, and as the integrity of your ice coffin begins to wear thin, you bust free in a shower of frost and ice pellets.
Boom, I'm way too hot for this shit.
I knew I helped weaken it. Good job finishing it off, Carl.
Thanks, Nigel. That kick sent a little crack through it and I just busted out. Good teamwork.
Teamwork.
Yeah, okay.
See that? That's why we're the Wayfarers.
Yeah, you have your whole turn. What do you want to do?
I would like to pass a greater healing potion to poor Nigel, who looks like he just about offed himself kicking a rock.
Okay. You do so. Um,
One greater healing potion, I will remove it from mine.
Fantastic.
Hey Nigel, you want some of the good stuff?
Honestly, I think I'll live, as long as I don't get hit by anything else. I'll be okay. I know this is rare, and you're going to need it more than I will.
You look terrible.
I feel terrible, but Ribbons is an accomplished healer.
I have 59 hit points.
I've seen better days, but I don't intend to be hit any more times today. I'll have time to rest and heal.
What kind of sick, twisted person turns down a healing potion?
The man that intends to cower behind you for the rest of our encounters with these beasts.
Okay. Well, then I won't give it to you. What are those two walking off? Did you persuade them to leave?
Ribbons has just turned them. They'll run for another maybe 50 seconds or so, just under a minute, and then they'll turn around and come for us again. Take this time to prepare ourselves. Or run.
Well, we could get a nice formation and set up. Toss me a haste. We could get a nice initiative on their way back.
Does anyone have a way of creating light without flame? Because I can blast them from a rather long distance with my flame if I can see them, but I can't see anything in this night.
Did you move back to the group, or are you still just next to Carl?
Just next to Carl.
Okay.
Why don't I just light a torch and walk and show you where they are?
I think they might snuff that one out. Their icy powers are rather great. I guess we can kind of go back and gather around Ribbons and Mendax, right? I mean, do you want to stay kind of turn by turn combat style?
You can be out of combat, but I will be keeping track of basically. Yeah, I'll kind of keep track of how many turns, just for ease of communicating and doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Ice Wraiths, yeah. So let's head back to Mendax and Ribbons and get healed up. So we'll go back to Ribbons and try and find Mendax and Paul, because we absolutely cannot see her, or at least I can't. Mendax, your arrows should be able to hurt them, but I would not recommend getting anywhere near them like Carl did. As we can see, I don't think we want to get close to these things.
Okay, I pop out from behind the tree. I am more than okay with not getting close to them. In fact, I'm really, really okay with just getting the fuck out of here before they come back.
I'm not sure there's that much benefit to killing an Ice Wraith. I'm not really sure if they'll have any goodies on them. They're often dressed in armor. There could be some jewelry, but I don't know if there'll be any powerful magical artifacts or anything that'll actually help us.
What if they're after our artifact, and they'll just follow us?
I mean, we'll know if it seems like we can move faster than them. Perhaps they move a bit slowly, and if they continue to come in the same direction, then we'll know, and maybe we can, set up another ring of defense there, or we can do it here. But if we do anything, I'm thinking he might just want to set the whole damn forest on fire at this point.
It's a pretty shit forest, to be fair.
It's a shit forest. There's not many trees. No one's going to miss it. It's not growing a goddamn thing.
That sounds fun to me.
I'm worried at what it might call to our position. It's nighttime and we're in a land that so far seems to be absolutely littered with zombies and undead.
We might become some of those zombies and undead.
I'm happy to stand and fight.
What if we found a location for cover where I could sit and set up an ambush with my scythe, but it's covering me from Nigel being able to blast the bejesus out of them with a fireball. And he can soften them up, and then I can jump around, chop, chop. And that's a day.
And I've got a flask of oil. Can I dip my arrows in the oil, DM? Is that possible? Flaming arrows?
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Then that's what I'm going to do then. If we're going to stand and fight, I'm going to get my arrows ready. And I'm going to dip the tips of a bunch of them in my oil.
Mendax, would you share some? And put it on the blade of the scythe.
So yes, I've got 2 pounds of oil, so I'll definitely coat his scythe and coat some arrows for me, and I have actually 4. How do I have 4 pounds of oil?
She's been carrying this the whole time.
What are you doing with all of that oil?
You don't, DM, of all the people to ask what they're doing with their personal oil.
It's true.
Oh my god. Oh my lord. I can.
While you
can,
guys, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You go for it.
I can blast them from much further away. I can shoot fireballs from 150 feet away, but I need to have a clear line of sight. So, and an idea of where they're coming from. That's my only problem with this. So, I'm not sure if there's any way. Ribbons, are you able to create a form of light? Do you have any sort of magic that can allow us to spot them? Because I know they can shoot those ice knives from maybe 60 feet away at most. If I can start shooting fireballs at them from double that distance, I might be able to take them out before they even get close enough to harm us.
As you sort of address him, he kind of finishes. He was doing something on the ground, essentially, kind of writing in the dirt. And a large sort of circle of light appears around you guys and sort of channels almost like a beam of energy in the air. And everybody can heal for 16 HP.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Thanks, Ribbons.
Oh.
Level 3 cleric magic, my friend. That is some good shit.
And Carl is back to full.
You asked him if he could make light somehow. Is that true? Is that right?
Yeah, non-flame reliant light, as flames will be snuffed out by these creatures.
Yes. Yeah. Hold on, sorry, this thing is like super long. Yes, he says he can radiate a pillar of light with a 5-foot radius. And he can have it up to 120 feet away.
Okay, so it'll cast light for 30 feet or so around it, I would imagine.
It's a dim light, and it's like a dim light, and it says 5 feet radius. So it's not like not the primary focus of it is not to cast light, we'll say. Let me see. Let's see. What are you trying to accomplish? What would you like to do?
I need to be able to see these creatures from far away, so that I can cast fireballs on them from over 100 feet away. So I can't see in the dark like you can. How far can you guys see in the dark, by the way?
With dark vision, about 60
Yeah.
feet, I think.
Yeah.
Only about 60 feet down. All right.
Yeah.
Well, if I go the first half, or if Cole goes the first half, and you can see to him, and then, the first person, and then the second person keeps going in the same direction, we can at least line up and give you a clock direction at which to shoot the fireballs.
At that range, it'll be a lot like aiming blind. A little bit too complicated. I think the best bet is simply to unleash hell on them the moment they step within 60 feet. If you... And as long as we've got an open set of vision in front of us, so if we go on this side of the campsite, I'm going to slap a bonfire on the ground for you to light your weapons on. Coat them in oil, light them from the bonfire, and I should be able to see where you fire your arrows at, Mendax, and I'll aim my fireballs in the same direction.
Works to me.
Ribbon says he can put a field of, remember that fairy fire that he did that one fight where it kind of outlined stuff in that little aura? Says he could do that again, but it's only 60 feet away, so that's the farthest he could cast that. If you want to.
If you can cast it on them once they get close, that could be effective as well.
What is the range of haste?
Once I put haste on you, you don't need to stay any distance from me. It'll just last up to a minute, I believe. Oh, it does take concentration, actually. So I guess I do need to stay within 30 feet. Is that how that works?
So,
concentration...
concentration means that you can't do another concentration spell at the same time. And if you get damage, you have a chance that it will fall off. So, for instance, if you cast Bonfire, you can't also have haste going because you have to concentrate on one or the other. You could, of course, just light like a regular fire, and then that won't be an issue. But that if it has a range on haste, that typically does mean that you need to stay within that range for them to be affected. Let me look.
Yep.
Range area 30 feet. Yep.
It might be more useful for me to haste Mendax, as she can shoot from far without getting in danger. I think you'll still be a formidable fight for them anyway, Carl. And if she can fire an extra arrow, 2 arrows rather than each one, that'll make a difference.
I trust you.
All right. Let's do this.
Okay. Ribbons will set up that fairy fire kind of field. It's like a 20-foot cube. 60 feet away from you guys, per the plan. And you guys still had time. Is there anything else, last-minute things you wanted to try to do? You've got maybe 2 turns, we'll say.
So, was there a day reset whenever we were resting? So I choose my forms? I know.
Nope, it's still the same day. You guys were in the process of resting, and they pretty much immediately stumbled upon your camp.
That's pretty rude.
Well, you're in their woods, so.
I think I had the tail swipe and the climb.
I think so, yeah.
I'm going to send Ratty as well, just to go look beyond the fairy fire field to give us warning, because I want to time it out that I can haste Mendax before the fight actually initiates, essentially, so that I don't have to waste time doing it, because I want to be shooting fireballs at them as much as possible.
Okay. Do you want him to run through the fairy fire field? It doesn't do anything to him, but it can outline him, so he might be visible. Or do you want him to be through it before it's cast? How about that?
Yeah, he can just go around it. We'll be fine.
Okay. Alrighty. He is around it. Anybody else last minute things they need to do or prep?
I think if there's any other way that we can use the fire that would just be passive damage to them. Like, I still have some of my nice lubricant left. If we know, I mean, we saw the direction they walked off in, so it stands to reason that perhaps they would come back the same way. So if we put maybe little lines or pockets of the oil so that fireballs can ignite them, they have to walk through them to even get closer to us. Something that's going to be passive damage that won't require us to use turns all the time.
I like the thought. You only have a minute, so probably not. Like
Boo.
a minute total since that spell was cast. So
Gotcha.
kind of crunched on time.
Yeah, they're probably already walking back towards us at this point.
Probably. And in fact, they are. You with your rat's excellent hearing, Nigel, you hear footsteps approaching from the direction you guys anticipated them to come from. You hear the crunch of frost as it almost sounds like they are moving through snow.
All right. I'm going to cast haste on Mendax. Oh, actually, sorry. Okay. Do you guys have fire? We don't have fire yet, right?
Was there still a fire in the camp?
Yes, the fire in the camp had not completely gone out, so that is still there.
So I could light the
Okay.
blade of the scythe in that.
Sure.
Well, I'll have cast a bonfire kind of back in there to just reignite that a little bit.
Okay.
But that's going to go out, at least the magical element of it now, because I'm going to have to use my concentration to cast haste on Mendax.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So I'll cast haste on Mendax, and that's going to give her an extra action and extra armor class.
Yes, so you get +2 armor class while haste is going, and you get an extra action that you can use to either use a weapon. I think you can do a few other things, but everybody pretty much just uses weapon. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. It lasts for up to a minute, but when it ends, you cannot move or take actions until your next turn because you basically build up all this fatigue. Nice. You feel very quick. Gotta go fast. Okay. The wraiths move through the field of fairy fire. Let's see if they let's see if they become outlined. Okay. They both do. They sort of emanate like a purplish outline that you can see clearly in the darkness, and they also shed almost a dim light. While that's happening, any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object cannot be invisible. So you guys always get advantage on your attack rolls so long as that lasts.
Thanks, Rubens.
Yeah.
MVP.
No problem.
I would like to stand, scythe blazing, sort of in the front, but out of Nigel's way, so that he doesn't blast the shit out of me.
Okay. Who is going to go first? Are you guys just going to wait for them to come and attack you? Or,
I'm happy to unleash as quickly as possible, but it just depends. Whichever
Okay.
me and Mendax are kind of going to open up at the same time.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
I'm definitely going to start shooting arrows.
yeah, so it's up to you guys. When you're basically out of combat and you're just waiting, you can do, even if you have done initiative, so this is just something you guys can know, you can do what's called like readying your action, where you basically pass your turn until somebody else's turn. So you guys can go in whatever order you want, so long as it's not the monster's turn, essentially.
Okay.
So up to you. It's completely up to you guys.
Well, I've got haste, so I don't even think I can control how fast I'm doing things at the moment because I've never been hastened before. So I think I'm just firing off arrows at this point.
Okay, absolutely. You have advantage on these attacks, so I think you do get sneak attack bonus as well. Go ahead and give me some rolls.
All right. So roll to hit 10 and 40. No, that's a 20. Okay, the plus. So a 20, the second roll, for hit.
Okay. But not natural, right?
No, not a nat 20.
Got it.
And so 1d6 plus 3, but then the sneak attack damage. So 3d6 plus 3?
So
4d6 plus 3.
your sneak attack is, it's currently 3d6.
Yes.
And okay, it's not surprise, so it's not a crit. Yes, so your regular bow damage plus 3d6 from sneak attack.
Right, so, okay, so 4d6 plus 3. Total.
All right,
3
let's see it.
plus 6 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. Plus 6 is 19. Plus 3 is 22.
Okay, 22. That is definitely some damage. Okay, and you have another action.
I'm going to shoot again.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, that's 21, and even better than that. So, after 21, not naturally, and then a 24. So,
Okay, yep, that'll hit.
right. Is this do I still get the sneak attack on this one or not? Okay,
Yep.
just wasn't sure.
So sneak
Okay.
attack, just as a reiteration. Oh no, not this one. I'm sorry. It is once per turn. So it is only once per turn.
That's
Yep.
what I thought. Okay, so then it is a 5 damage on that.
Crazy how much sneak attack adds to that, isn't it? Fantastic. And anything else you got? You can move. You can do all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, I want to move just a bit, maybe to the other side of the fire, as long as I'm not in between them and Nigel. I just want them to look, when they get hit by an arrow, I want them to look where I'm not any longer.
Okay, sure. And you set your arrows on fire, yeah?
Oh, damn straight! I set those babies on fire.
All right. I like the attitude, but well, you have no idea whether they did anything or not.
Yeah.
So there we go. Fantastic. Yeah, you sink a few arrows into one of the ice wraiths. I'm assuming you attack the same target twice.
I did.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, you don't hear any noise. You hear a few, like, the scraping of metal as your arrows certainly have pierced through their armor, and that's it. Okay, whose turn's next?
It's time to bring down a righteous fire upon these foul beasts.
Okay.
I'm going to burn them. I'm going to burn them good. I'm going to launch a fireball directly at the one that Mendax just hit, but it doesn't matter because it's a fireball.
Not really, yeah.
So it's going to blow them both up anyway. I don't think I need to roll for that. Let me see. Yeah.
Fireball. They should get a dex save, but that's about it, I think.
Yeah. Half as much damage if they get the dex save. Otherwise, basically, I just look at the point and I point my finger. And a streak flashes out.
Okay. What is the dex save they need to hit, Nigel? To take
14.
half damage. 14. Okay. One of them is able to hit it, but the other one is not. We'll say, because I just rolled them at the same time, the one that has not been damaged didn't make it. So go ahead and give me the damage, and one guy will take all that, and the other guy will take half.
2, 4, 4, 5. Can you help me keep track? 2, 4,
Oh my
4,
God.
5. So that's 15.
2, 4, 4, 5. You're asking me who thought
16,
it was 30 turns. Okay, sure.
20 damage.
20 damage
And
in
half of,
AoE.
obviously, to one of them.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And-
Oh, wait, sorry. That's 6d6. That's 8d6, isn't it? Oh, sorry. 2 more.
Okay.
22. 25.
So another 5 damage here. And we'll just do half of that here. Okay, perfect. Nice. You set off basically just a giant explosion as a tiny nuclear bomb goes off in the forest once again. An inferno of flames caused from a single little bead of fire that shoots out into the darkness. It lights the entire forest up for an instant. And you are able to easily see the destructive nature of that spell as all the trees and the ground, roots, and everything are consumed in an inferno of flames. The air that rushes past you and blows your hair back, your feathers ruffle in the wind, is hot to the touch. It almost begins to singe you from how close you guys are standing to the explosion. Just as a reference to the destructive nature of Fireball.
Do they take bonus damage from the fire?
Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
We couldn't tell from where we are.
Well, you wouldn't know. What would that look like, right?
Right. We don't know how much health they have.
Yeah, you have no clue.
I could see that one dodged a bit, so I don't think they like it.
That one ducked out of the way. I love it. All right, fantastic. Yeah, what would you guys call your turn if you'd like to go?
I don't know if I should go in if Nigel's throwing fireballs at stuff. Because that would hit me as well, right?
Yeah, yes, for sure.
Could I taunt them from a distance?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I also am going to run back like a good 20 feet behind these two.
Oh, okay.
Just because cowering.
So you go
strategy.
fireball, and then you run.
Yeah.
Got it.
I run
Perfect.
back a little bit, yeah.
You grab Riven's pocket healer.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You crusty, frigid sons of bitches are so scared of a tiny goblin you had to go recuperate and think about your plan. And look now, the wizard is toasting you to tiny bits and I busted out of that frosty prison.
Fantastic. You feel as if your words have certainly shaken their morale.
They did.
And also, you're not raging anymore, for sure.
But I could have faked it with my voice a little bit there.
You can. You definitely can, yeah.
As a Kenku with the mimicry.
I know that's your rage voice. I just want to make sure you knew. Okay, so you are chilling and...
I think I would just prepare my action. I don't want to advance, and I don't have any range attacks. I do have a shitty javelin I could throw at them.
Yeah. You can, if you want to. You're more than welcome to do that.
I feel like it's better than just standing there and talking shit.
Yeah, certainly.
I have
Whatever you want to do, man.
I have an 8-pound javelin, and I have 4 of them.
Okay. Let's throw one.
I would like to throw a javelin.
Okay.
I've never done this.
So it is... Yeah, it's a hit roll, and because it's a thrown weapon, it goes off of your strength, not your dexterity, for the to hit. So you get your strength modifier for its to hit.
Okay, that's +3.
Okay.
10 plus 3 is 13, and we have advantage because of the fairy fire.
You're right.
16 plus 3 is 19.
Fantastic. Which one are you throwing it at?
The
one that Mendax has hit, or the other one?
The one that got well connected with the fireball.
You're not quite sure which one that is.
Then the one that Mendax was hitting.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you throw the javelin, whoosh.
Bitch!
It whizzes through the air as you hear it whistling through the darkness. Give me damage.
Javelin.
Javelin.
You know, I've had these since season 1.
I know.
This is part of the starting weapons.
It's literally a part of the starting kit for Barbarian. Yes. You've had this for, what are we on, episode 40 or something, it feels like?
It's a
You've had this
1d6.
for like hundreds of hours of D&D. Yeah, 1d6 plus your strength modifier, I'm pretty sure.
What a god.
What a god.
This is a good play. We're making plays in season 2.
Here we go. We're using items.
And he
We're finally-
rolls a 6 plus the 3.
Okay.
That's a 9. Carl's
Oh, man.
up on the board there,
Oh, shit.
carrying this fight.
Calls on the ball. Okay, yeah, I don't know about that. Doing well, we'll say. Doing well for sure. Okay, yeah, you hear once again the scraping of metal, and the wraith stagger back slightly as the impact of your javelin sends it not flying, but certainly kind of makes it slide against the ground as it braces itself. It is their turn. They move forward with a little bit quickened pace, we'll say. Call, you're the one in the front, right?
Yes.
All right, they're both going to attack you. Call, what is your armor?
We've been over this at 7 fucking teen.
I'm just making sure it hasn't changed, my friend.
Well, if I have haste, then it's plus 2.
Okay. Ah. Okay. Each of them raises up their sort of icy greatswords and swings it at you with great fury as they are royally pissed off. They hit you 4 times. Let's see how much damage they're doing. I realize they attacked twice. How much health do you have?
71, and I take half
Okay.
from this, because it's slashing, right?
Are you raging?
You said that my rage ended, and I threw the javelin unraged.
Okay, so you didn't rage on your turn, correct?
Correct, but I should have, in hindsight now that you mention it.
Well,
Okay.
nothing makes you rage more than getting chopped.
That's true. You're going to take... Uh, 52 points of damage. As each of them basically raises in the air and just slashes into you twice with each of their greatswords.
That hurt a lot.
Dice chicken!
Yeah, they cleave through your feathers and skin. Black feathers start to sort of fill the air, mixed with blood and chunks of your flesh as they cut into you with extreme ferocity. You almost feel the wounds beginning to burn, and as you look down, you see that it's almost left like an icy trail of frost as they sliced into you.
Ow. I would try to shrug it off like it wasn't a big deal, but that was most of my health. That
Yep.
was a big deal.
That's why you've got that greater healing potion. That's why I didn't take it and shout from 20 feet behind.
Big true. Okay. Back to the top. Mendax, your turn.
I'm going to internally feel really bad about what just happened to Carl. And then I'm going to shoot another arrow, a flaming arrow, at the one that I hit before.
Okay. Sounds good. Go for it.
12 plus 6 and worse. So 18 to hit. And since they're in combat with him, this is sneak attack again. Correct.
Yes, you have advantage on them because again, the fairy
that's right,
fire
because of the
gives you
fairy fire.
advantage. Anytime you have an advantage on a creature, you get your sneak attack. And
Okay.
anytime you attack a creature that's surprised, which also gives you advantage, you crit them instantly.
Crit them.
So but they're not surprised. So
Okay. All right. First one is 4. Plus 5 is 9. Plus 2 is 11. Plus 5 is 16. Plus 3 is 18.
oh, did you hit them? I missed the attack
Oh,
roll. Sorry.
yes, I did. Shit, what was it? I think I had 18 for hitting.
Oh, okay. Yes, that will hit them. That will hit them. Sorry, what was your damage? Go through that one more time for me. Sorry,
It was
you forgot.
also 18. I think it was also 18. It was lower
Okay,
than
okay.
20.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Yeah, I think
So
it's
we will-
15. Yeah, plus the 3. So.
Okay. So 18, perfect. And I'm assuming you're attacking the one that you attacked previously.
Yes.
Okay, and you have haste still, so you have another action. What would you like to do?
All right. And I'm going to shoot again.
Shooting again. Sounds good.
Okay, to hit is a 10 plus 6 is 16. And then a 13 plus 6 is 19.
Okay, the 19 is going to hit.
Okay. And then just the one. Come on, don't fuck me on this. Give me something good. 3 plus 3. So 6.
Okay. You see the one that you've been attacking, Mendax. The sort of vapor that's coming off of it is severely lessened from the other one. It looks like it's sort of straining to move, and its armor is almost more jerky rather than fluid motions.
Okay, then I'm going to use my little additional movement to just dash again to the back, the other side of it. They just can't see. At some
I'm
point, I
just
just need to
gonna
move.
run the fuck away all the time.
I'm
I
going
love
to
it.
do a quick little 5K in the forest.
Okay.
I'm going to come back.
You could technically, I think with haste, you could move like something like 90 or 120 feet, because you have your move, you have your action, you have your free action which you can use to dash, your action which you can dash, and then a second action from haste to dash again. So yeah, you could run 120 feet in 5 seconds essentially, if you really needed to get the fuck out of there.
No,
But,
just go to the other side of the fire.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. I think that's up to Nigel then.
And that was both actions, right? You used your bonus, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. All right, so now
Beaut.
Carl is standing in front of these two bastards. So I'm going to have to cut around to the flank to get an angle on one, and I'm going to cast Firebolt. Just kidding. It's okay, Carl. No fried chicken. As diced as you look, as well prepared as you do look.
Oh, it'd be fried everybody, including Nigel. It would also be fried Nigel.
That is true. I could run back a bit and then do it, but no,
That's true.
I'm gonna, of course, as always, reach inside my robe and pull out a nice, good old 2-pounder. That's right, one of me stones that I've always got on hand, and
Love
we're
it.
just gonna toss that up in the air and catapult it directly at the wraith that Mendax has been targeting. So I'm kind of flanked. Whichever side is going to give me a clear view of that one. I'm not sure if that's right or left.
Yeah, we'll go right side. Mendax ran around to the left after shooting the arrows. You sort of take the spot that she was in before. You got a clear view of that one. Absolutely, go for it.
All right. So catapult, I believe it's a dex save of 14 again. And this is once
Okay.
again a third level spell.
A third level
slot.
spell.
Wait,
Okay.
sorry, we didn't get a full rest yet, did we?
No.
Okay, it's the second level spell slot then of catapult.
Nice. 14. Let me see. He does not make it.
All right, so that means it should be the I think, yeah, obviously it's no damage if they dodge, but in this case it should be 3d8, 4d8 because it's a second level. Okay.
All right, let's see it.
Sorry, should have had that dice ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 2 plus 4, that's 6. Plus 5 is 11. Plus 5 is 16.
Okay.
16 damage.
Absolutely. You hurl this large stone that you've been carrying around with you for quite some time, and it whizzes through the air. It collides with them with this like very loud ringing. As you basically, it almost sounds like you threw it at a like an empty shell of armor in a way. So it makes a very loud sort of ringing noise, and begins to crumple in on itself. It's the force of the blast hurls it backwards and smashes it into one of the nearby trees. And you see it kind of just laying down, almost propped up against the tree. The sword falls out of its hand, and the entire creature begins to sort of entomb itself in ice for a moment. You see this ice begin to sort of just form over its entire being, and then in an instant it shatters into all these different sort of ice fragments on the ground.
Heck yeah.
Boom. Okay. Call, your turn. Or Ribbons can go. Up to you. You guys didn't really determine which one first, but yeah, your call.
I threw a javelin, but Ribbons didn't do anything in that cycle.
Yeah, he was just concentrating on his spell. Keeping it up, basically.
Ribbons, can you do anything about these wounds?
Certainly. And he will... He will run up to you, sort of almost like carrying his book forward. And he'll place his hand on your back, and you hear him mutter a few quick words. And you feel a small amount of heat and warmth radiate from his hands, and a small amount of light appears under his fingers. And you heal for 23 damage.
Whoa. That's a good heal.
I hope it is enough.
I'm feeling much better already. To start us off, I would like to go into a rage.
Good call.
Good call. Damn, it feels good to be a Kenku. In addition, I would like to take a sip of one of my choice beverages, a Primo Gourmet Greater Healing Potion.
Okay, sounds good. So you can use your action to drink the... You're drinking the Greater Healing Potion?
Yes. Is that a bonus action or an action?
So to use an object like a potion, it would be your action, but you do have 2 attacks, so you can attack still, but it would be your main action.
Could I scythe, tail swipe, swig a potion?
It would be potion and then swipe and then tail, but yes.
Let's do that.
Yeah, just technically the order. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Superb. So, since I'm raging, it's going to be a D12 plus 4.
Okay. First do the heal potion, 4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
Yes, sir.
That's a 4.
All right.
Up to 5. Up to 7.
Okay.
Up to 10 plus 4 is 14.
14. You heal for 14.
The initial taste has a bit of a hot bite to it, but the aftertaste, it simmers down to a really nice, smooth. It's a good potion.
Excellent.
And then with strength weapons while raging, with the scythe it's D12 plus 6, and because it's on fire, I don't know if it does more damage, but it looks very cool, so I would feel awesome inside.
Sure. Style points.
Yeah. And I get 2 hit rolls because of the fairy fire.
Yes, and you take the best one.
3 plus... What do I have to hit? Plus 6. So 9.
Okay, see if we can do a little better.
18 plus 6 is 24.
We'll take that one.
Okay.
And give me your damage.
Let's get that D12. It's the Barbarian Special, D12 plus 6. While raging. That's a 9 plus 6 is 15 from the scythe.
Okay.
And then we can roll the hit for the tail.
Yep.
Alright. 18 plus... Is it a strength weapon? Or it's just D12 plus 3?
I believe it counts as a strength weapon, but let's take a look. Yeah, it does.
Okay. 18 plus 6 is 24. And 13 plus 6 is 19.
Okay, yep. Both of those would be fine, so we'll take the 24.
Alright. D12 for the tail swipe. And that's a 1d12 plus 3. And that's a 9 plus 3 is 12.
Okay. Very nice. Alrighty, yeah, you're able to slam the scythe down, and it cuts through some of the cloth rags that it's wearing as like a guise on the outside. You see that it is a full, basically a moving armor in and of itself. So you cut in and you see that you've slashed into the plate armor. These streams of like this cold vapor starting to pour out wherever you've damaged it. The tail comes around and thwacks it really hard on the side. And you deal quite a lot of damage. Yeah, absolutely. But he does not fall. He is still standing. Or it is still standing, we'll say. It turns. So let's see what... I think they are going to... just try to cut you with the great sword once again. So again, 17. Yep, that is going to be 2 hits once more.
But I'm raging this time.
That is true. Let me read rage real quick. Yeah, your rage does reduce the damage that you take. You take 11 points of damage.
Down from 22.
Yes, sir.
Thick bird.
Absolutely. So yes, fantastic. You yeah, you're still doing pretty good. Mendax, up to you.
Okay, well, I think the flaming arrows are doing pretty well so far. So I'm gonna stick with those.
Okay.
Burn, baby, burn.
Well, the first one is a 7. They're doing really well if you can hit with them. And the second one is a 15.
Okay. You're gonna miss on both of those, I'm afraid.
Oh, god damn. But I'm hastened, so I get to try again.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
If you want to. Up to you.
Now I'm thinking, I mean, he's definitely injured. With haste and my like bonus actions and dash, would I be able to get over to him, bit oil onto his cloak, through my flaming arrow, just total Carney style, and then dash away?
No. Especially not because you already used an action to try to shoot your bow. No.
Gotcha. Okay, well then we'll just go with the bow and arrow then. And if he lives one more round, then we can go full Carney.
Okay.
What if she ran at it, put the oil on it, and then jump kick, backflipped in the air, and then shot an arrow in the air, backflipping?
Wow. That would be very cool, but unfortunate that it's not going to happen.
Oh.
Not this round.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Of got really good acrobatics. It's the only thing
You
I'm
do.
good at.
You do. My favorite thing is when players just try to look cool when they do stuff, and then it's like, oh yeah, let's just add difficulty to the stuff you're doing. That sounds like a perfect idea. Great.
All right, then I'm just going to try to shoot him with an arrow again.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
All right, that was a 13 plus 6 and a 9 plus 6, so 19.
So yeah, the 19 that is gonna hit. That'll be good.
Okay.
That'll be good.
And then it's once per turn, so it's still 4d6, correct? Plus 3.
Yes. Yep.
4 plus 3 is 7. Plus 4, 11. Plus 4 is 15. Plus 3 is 18.
Nice. Yeah, you land this arrow sort of center mass as it pierces through their armor. You feel a burst of cold as the last of whatever vapor was inhabiting this armor sort of dissipates, and a similar fate befalls it as it crumples to the ground and sort of frosts over before shattering into small chunks of ice. The frost aura that these were emanating, you can tell, begins to melt as the ground begins to clear up from all the cold. Good job.
Well done.
Suck it,
Whoop!
frigid bitches.
You have bested my ice wraiths for the last time.
To be fair, we did take over 100 damage.
That's true. Yeah, raging is good.
Yeah, getting caught not raging is less good.
It's a bit of a bummer, for sure.
It's quite enraging.
Yes. Boom.
You guys take whatever moments you need to sort of wind down from the battle. They do not leave any part of them behind. The weapons that they have, the armor and the cloth, all sort of disintegrates into dust, essentially, ice and dust.
So fucking rude.
Well,
No loot.
no loot. Womp womp.
They were some broke-ass frigid bitches.
What a wasteland.
This place sucks. I hate this timeline.
Not even any coins.
Not even a shitty pair of shoes.
They shower golden coins that spew out of them as they die, like
Yes!
pinatas.
Ooh, make it rain.
Everyone's
Rain daddies.
Cool, let's go to a tavern and spend this gold. Oh, wait, there are none because the world is screwed.
Oh.
Oh, dang. Yeah, you guys are out of combat. What would you like to do? It is still the middle of the night. You have not rested for the night. But it's up to you what you guys would like to do.
Just real quick, you saw me throw that javelin and it hit them? That was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really cool. I never knew that your Kenku tribal sticks could be used as weapons.
Yes,
I didn't even know you had a javelin.
Well, I've had them this whole time, but usually I just go in and I start chopping at stuff, but they turned me into a popsicle. So I was thinking of mixing it up, and doing something from further away so that Nigel could do his wizard blasting.
Wait, are you just saying those were ordinary javelins this whole time?
Yes.
But I assumed there was some sort of ceremonial rod or something that was important to you, because, I mean, you've been carrying those strapped on the side of your pack for the last year that we've been journeying together. I mean, I'd never seen you've used them once. I just assumed it was for aesthetic reasons or something, or maybe a religious thing.
No.
No. Okay. I mean, it was a good throw. You hit him right in the center of mass. It's really impressive. I'm surprised you don't use them more often.
Yeah, most of the time I don't think about it, or being up close and personal is better for me. I just understand more of that fighting situation more. The projectiles from far away, you two are specialists at that. Of course it's going to be intuitive to you. But for me, I like to get up and close and personal, until I realize I made a key mistake. And then I wanted to, adjust my plans. I also thought of an idea for next time. You know how I just Raven Scythed, right in there? Before knowing anything about the situation? That was dumb. And I realized that. I was thinking about that as I was a popsicle. I was like, that was dumb. I could have just waited for one turn to see what they do, but I didn't. I just charged in like I always do. So next time, I could be up close, and then, instead of teleporting to them, I could say, Nigel, blast the shit out of them! And then I could teleport away, so I don't get hit by the fire. That's a thinking bird.
Yes.
Strategies.
This is a whole
Damn.
lot of strategy, all in one. Is he feverish from his wounds?
I had a lot of time to think when I was in there,
Did one of those ghosts possess you?
Is this...
Tell me, what sort of feather did I need to identify a magical item on our first ever quest?
Owl.
Alright, it's really Carl. He remembers. I'm impressed.
We ask a bird question of a bird, and it wasn't very hard for a quiz.
Well, I mean, those wraiths weren't birds. If one of those had possessed you, I don't think it would know it was an owl feather.
Unless they know that spell, is it a common spell?
I did say identify, but it says any bird feather. It doesn't say it has to be an owl feather. I
Oh,
believe.
fair.
I could be wrong. Shit, it is an owl feather. Ah, I gave that one away. It's a crafty wraith that's possessed you,
What
isn't
did they
it, Carl?
say to me on my birthday last year?
And thus begins the Call possession arc.
I've been possessed by a demon this whole time. Why do you think I sound funny when I'm raging?
There's only room for one demon in that bird.
Actually, I
Guess
haven't
that makes
tested
sense.
it. We
You
could maybe
actually must
fit
be-
two. Maybe a skinny demon.
Skinny demon wants to crowd its way in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a demonologist, I'm a bird. I just drank a questionable potion, that's all.
We've all been there, for sure.
I've seen Mendax drink the bottle with the worm in the bottom. It wasn't a demon, but I can imagine if there's a demon in the bottom of the bottle, you drink that. It probably ends up what happened to you, right, Carl?
Could be. I don't really remember what the potion looked like. It was a very intense moment. And then I had to fight some people. And then I got exiled. But now, I've been on an adventure with you. And you accept me even with my demonness. Which I might add has a bunch of benefits that they didn't quite understand.
I was going to say, I really super enjoy the demonness at times. I'm not going to lie. I don't really consider it a negative towards our party in particular.
Who knows? Maybe with time society will be more accepting of people who are possessed by demons.
It's about time. Truly. There's so many people we've met that do not have demons in them, and they have been complete arseholes.
That's true. Who knows? Maybe I have an ice demon.
Yeah, Smiggles didn't have a demon, and he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's true.
That door bastard. Stupid, handsome, friggin' know-it-all elf.
You know, he was really attractive, though.
But
In
fuck
his
doors, though.
defense. Yeah, doors are stupid.
Right.
But yeah, if you got to have somebody guarding the doors, might as well be a little attractive.
Just because he has a nice jawline doesn't make him a good person.
No, but he might be good at things.
Maybe.
And now I'm cursing myself for not knowing that I had that oil earlier.
Just 4 pounds of oil, just lugging
4
that
pounds.
everywhere.
Wayfarers
it
episode
all in-
4. Wait, this is in my inventory?
Yeah.
Carl whips out a javelin. Mendax has a huge thing of oil. Nigel, what do you have? I still have the erotic wood carving.
I still have the mirror. The hot elf ghost babe gave it to us. We still haven't figured out what it does other than only show the reflection of women, apparently.
Right.
By the way, if you do ever get a chance to put that oil into maybe smaller containers, I could maybe catapult them into certain creatures' faces before setting them on fire.
Excellent idea.
Should we
Definitely have
rest?
to get some. I don't have any smaller containers at the moment, I don't think, but when we get some, definitely.
Now, Ribbons is sleeping. He has already made his bed, like prepared to go back to sleep, and is now sleeping.
Oh, I'm actually buggered as well. I'm definitely going to sleep. So I'm going to urinate on the corpse of one of the wraiths, Midnight Leak, trying to play the game where you're disintegrating and melting all the little shards of ice, and then I'm going to go to sleep as well. Yes.
I would be kind of hyped up from the rage that I was just in, so I'll do the first watch.
Okay, good, because I'm feeling a little bit fatigued coming down off of my haste.
I would be kind of practicing some kung fu moves, bird fu, whatever.
Okay. Turning into you're gonna take one level of monk. Let's see.
A bit of a montage, maybe thinking about the javelin as well. Like, wow, I could use this.
Yes, you can. You're not just banned to use no weapons except for the one that you have. You can use any weapon you want.
Yeah.
Impressive. Yeah, you guys settle down for the night, do whatever it is that you want to do in the last few minutes before you sleep. Call, you take the first watch. Each of you go through your watches without any difficulty. And why don't we pause there for our little midstream break? And when we return, we will carry on. We'll crack on with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Wayfarers, where the team learns some new tricks.
Woohoo!
3.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Wayfarers. The team just faced off against 2 frigid wraiths who had a whole bunch of damage coming in. The team took over 100 points of damage, but Nigel hasted up Mendax and she was like, "Brah, brah, 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 brah," with her bows and arrows. Nigel shooting that fire, and Cole just making a series of mistakes, but the team was able to get them down, and they're having their nap time. We continue with Wayfarers.
Welcome back. I miss you all so much. Yeah, you awaken from your slumber with no other events happening in the night. You're all fully rested. You regain all of your spell slots, all of your charges of whatever, all of your HP, all of the everything. And it is now daytime. We'll say about 8 in the morning. What would you like to do?
What? It's the morning?
Yep, it's the morning. You guys went through your watches. Nothing happened other than the ice wraith fight. And you all regained all of your HP, your charges of everything, and your all your spells.
First thing, I would say good morning to everyone.
Okay, you do so.
Good morning. And I would like to think about which direction we were meant to go in to go mess with the bandits. Try to refocus on our mission. We were rudely interrupted by those 2 foes deep in the night.
Indeed. You guys have encountered quite a lot of spooky creatures through your travels here.
Yeah.
First, a horde of undead trolls, and now some spooky ice wraiths. Oh, Lord.
The Wayfarers braving their way through the shitwood.
It is a very
Absolutely.
shit one, though.
I mean, I don't know about that. I think it's a pretty good wood. I mean, seems like whoever made it put a lot of effort into it and really did trying their best here.
The trees don't even have leaves.
Right, there's no leaves. They can't even hold a full-grown, but very petite and dainty tiefling.
I haven't even seen
Yeah.
a single squirrel this whole time.
Yeah,
Not a
there's
goddamn
basically
one.
no woodland creatures. Honestly, this whole place is so hideous. It feels like the sort of thing a booty tree would imagine, so that it could look handsome in comparison.
All of Arc 2 is just revenge of the Busey tree.
Oh my god.
After being made fun of for literally like 45 minutes straight.
Well, it deserved it. Okay, it looked like a mistake.
A tree lashes out and smacks Mendax somehow. I don't understand. You take 15 damage. Whoa.
The lich is Gary Busey? Oh no.
Spoilers.
I mean, you wouldn't even
Okay.
need the makeup for it.
Wayfarers, are we ready to saunter off again?
I'm always ready to saunter off. Just look over your shoulders, or the booty trees look at you.
It is. That's the story that the ladies in this realm tell their children at night. They need to behave. Behave while we're walking through the woods or the Busey trees.
Well, you do not feel the presence of any Busey trees at this moment in time, but, that's up to you. You guys proceed however you see fit.
I mean, I'd say we just keep going towards the bandit camp.
We still have a few days walk, right?
No, you have it's like the last day, you think.
Oh.
You see the mountain that you're trying to get to is pretty close.
Well, then I would be full of vigor and ready to go.
Okay. Any specific formation? Any, all those questions that I normally ask you guys?
Nigel ribbon sandwich.
We
Mendax
can do
in
a
the back.
Nigel ribbon sandwich. I could be out in the front, going a little bit further. So it's almost an open face sandwich, but not quite.
Scouting ahead, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how far ahead of the group do you want to be?
I'd probably say about 50, 60 feet. Probably
Okay.
enough.
Sure, sounds good. So you will take point and scout around. Are you going to be sneaking? Are you going to be singing a song while you travel? What are you going to do?
No. Internally, I'm probably humming quite the bawdy tune, but because I don't know what's in this forest, I'm not going to be singing it out loud.
Okay.
I would
So
be.
internally, but yes, I'll be sneaking a bit.
I would be singing
right.
externally in the back.
Okay, great.
Thick bird. Ooh. Feels good.
Give me a stealth check to Mendex.
All right. 13 plus 9.
Okay, sounds good. And the rest of you guys are just proceeding forward normally, right? Or are you also stealthing through?
I would proceed normally.
Okay. Are you rolling anything for a reason, or are you just wanting to roll?
I just like having metal dice. It's fun.
Okay, I was just double checking.
Oh.
Making sure I didn't miss anything, that's all.
Once we are ascending the mountain, then I will start sneaking as well.
Alrighty, sounds good. You all carry forward. The atmosphere of the area is very similar to the last 4 days that you guys have been traveling. This is day 5. You are beginning to run out of your rations. You notice you probably only have rations enough for another 2 days or so. If you recall, you did not decide to take the full portion of rations. You instead only took half, so that's only 7 days worth. But you have 2 days left. Yeah, you proceed forward. The forest begins to clear up as you approach the base of the mountain. And Mendax, you are actually the first one to arrive to what looks to be more of a clearing. The sort of gnarled ground where the roots are coming up and sort of making it very difficult to move through. Much more sparse, and the tree coverage begins to grow thinner. So it's much more open areas than what you guys were traveling in. You're 60 feet ahead of everybody. Okay, you see off in the distance. Actually, no, before that, you wouldn't see that. You would first begin to notice that there are about 100 feet in front of you, there are things hanging from the trees.
See what they are.
You want to go see what they are?
I want to see what they are, but yeah, I'm going to be I want to be very careful about it because I don't know if they're traps.
Okay, absolutely. How close do you want to get?
Let's say within 15 feet.
Okay, sure. You move up a good solid amount more. And you're definitely close enough now to make out what it is that's hanging off of the trees. It's kind of just sporadically all around. And you notice that all the trees now beginning that are approaching the base of the mountain have something hanging off of them. And you see that it is rope that's like tied around skulls and bones and sometimes even bodies. Just like corpses and various amounts of decay. There are birds that you see, more carrion feeders. There's some vultures that are picking at them from some of the tops of the trees that flap away in a great hurry as you begin to approach. But this is what you see.
The decorator really needs to be fired. Leaves much to be desired here. Okay. If I'm not seeing anything then else that's a little bit, looks suspicious or looks trap-like, I want to follow the ropes around with my eyes, see if they're not attached anywhere else to any of the trees, then I'm probably just going to hold here and wait for my companions to catch up with me.
Okay, yeah, your companions are not too far behind and catch up with you rather quickly. You don't see anything else out of the ordinary. It doesn't look like they're all connected to some, network of ropes or something like that, or you don't, I guess, you could give me a perception if you're looking for traps specifically.
Yes, specifically. Don't fuck me on this one, perception. Mother dick! A 2 plus 1. I do think that I've been blinded by something.
How is your perception so low?
I don't know, but whenever I go to roll perception, it is garbage.
You're
every
not
time.
Trained in it. That's why you didn't take it as a proficiency.
I did not.
Which
and in
is
fact, it's one of my lowest because it's only a plus 1.
It's a bold move. You don't You don't see anything out
We
of the
have-
ordinary.
We have the stealthiest and least perceptive forward scout in the
You
Wayfarers.
really do. It's
She never gets
impressive.
caught, and she never finds out anything of note either.
I never know that there's something to catch me.
That's right. It's just everywhere you go is just completely clear and devoid of all trouble and danger. Your companions catch up to you rather quickly, and yes, you guys see the telltale signs of a lair of some sort. Certainly warning signs to anybody who may approach. What's ahead. That you should turn back, otherwise this could be you.
What condition? I mean, they're full bodies, right? So.
They're parts of bodies. So if you're looking to animate a dead friend, you can animate a pile of bones. You don't need a full. You don't even need a humanoid. You can actually just amalgam of bones can form up into any basic shape you would really like it to be.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yep. You can take a pile of bones, and out of that will raise a monstrosity, truly a terror. But you can do it.
If I did it as that, like, I guess it would just have the same stats as a skeleton, because it's either a skeleton or a zombie normally.
Yes, it would be a skeleton.
Skeleton if bone, zombie if it's a corpse.
Bless you.
Cool.
The air here, it's kind of stuffy.
All right, I'm going to make myself a skeleton then. If I've got to do a bit of mix and matching, might be a bit more of an abomination, but
Sure.
Carl, can you do me a favor and help chop down? I'd like that bit, and that collarbone and that leg over there. Could you chop those down for me, please, Carl?
Yes. For the day today, I would like to mix the bite and the jump as my demon form choices.
Sounds good. Also, Nigel, it is, you should also have your list of prepared spells for the day, as you do get to change it if you want to. So just keep that in mind. If there's any you want to change out, you guys do believe that you'll be arriving at the Bandits' place today, so...
I'm always prepared for combat in this world.
I like it.
This is a dark place.
It definitely is. Carl, you go around, you chop off various bundles of carnage and gore, and sort of stack them all in a pile.
Here's your pile of grossness, Nigel.
Thanks, Carl.
No problem. It smells like death.
Time to get back up, Bob. All right. And I'm going to raise the dead. Well, animate the dead, to be more correct. But
Okay, sounds good.
we're going to create a puppet of bones.
A puppet of bones encased in a sleeve of meat.
Gross.
Sounds fantastic. Because it is kind of just a pile of various dead parts, it is going to be taking the skeleton stat line and abilities and such. As you do your ritual that you need to do, you see shifting and movement from within the pile as it begins to construct itself and tie itself back together through magical means. Yes, and essentially the best way I can describe it is a monstrosity, about maybe we'll say 5 feet tall, appears out of it. There is no rhyme or reason really to any of the bones or pieces of corpse that are stitched together. It just kind of looks like it's trying to fill up gaps wherever it can. So you have its torso is made of several arms and legs because that's what there were the most of. Its head is sort of grabbed on by 2 hands. It doesn't have a neck, but 2 hands are sort of reaching up and holding its head in place. And yeah, it has 2 arms and 2 legs. And it goes, "Hi, I'm a skeleton."
Welcome back, Bob. Welcome back. I knew a stupid ice wraith couldn't take care of you.
It doesn't do anything. It stands there, a empty shell.
Good enough.
Okay.
It'll serve us well. Another body.
Indeed. and you can give it simple commands just like the first one. Same exact rules. So.
All right, well, good. Shall we head in?
And do you want me to scout ahead? I mean, we can all move forward a bit. It seems like we're close to the camp, but I'm happy to go ahead further. I mean, I'm sure I can get there. I don't know what all I'll be able to report back.
It's clear. It's so clear. It's crazy.
Not a single person.
It's a literal army just like talking to each other.
Yeah, definitely you should go quite far ahead, I'd say. At least 50 feet minimum.
Yes.
Me and Ribbons aren't the most stealthy.
I'm going to stealth my way ahead then. Closer to the camp. See what I can blatantly miss.
Sounds perfect. Give me another stealth check, because yours is certainly used up, I know.
11 plus 9 is 20.
Seems good. Yeah, you proceed forward about 50 feet. You guys continue to comb through the woods. It's again, these trees aren't super stacked together. It's a bit more clear. You can see Mendax going from tree to tree, sort of continuing to be stealthy, but even you can see a little bit of where she's at now. And it just becomes more and more like engrossed with these like piles of death that are hanging around, trying to deter anybody from approaching. You even see some crudely painted or written signs, "Turn back," skull and crossbones, the regular shtick. Bandits aren't very clever, so they're gonna kind of just really go for point A to point B. Mendax, as you proceed forward. Yeah, you proceed forward. That's good. Call and Nigel and Ribbons, as you move forward, sort of behind. Actually, that's not true. Mendax, give me a perception. Now that I think about it, before we do that. Good luck. I'll give you a chance. I just kind of assumed it was already a failure, so we'll see.
Come on. 4
20?
plus 1 is 5.
All right. Perfect. I'll be nice. I'll even give you advantage.
Oh my god. It literally, it didn't just roll over, it hopped. It was like, ooh, a 14. Boom, 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The pressure is on. She has another chance. The DM feels bad that her character has made no progress in the perception checks for the past 5 episodes.
My rolls are so shitty that the DM is
I'm doing my best. All right. So you fail that. Can you continue forward? Yeah, I'm sure. You saunter on forward, feeling so confident about where you are. You're like, the team is counting on me. I'm the scout. I am going to report any information that I see. Nothing gets past these eyes. I notice the trees and the things in the trees, and I will notice the next thing that I need to. Fantastic. Call and Nigel and Ribbons, you guys are walking 50 feet behind Mendax, and give me a perception.
Perceptive bird.
Wow, Ribbons rolled a 20.
19 plus 5 is 24.
Rabbit in Ribbons.
Perceptive bird.
1 plus 2. I seem to have contracted Mendax. I think I've got a Mendax in my eye.
Got the Mendaxitis.
Carl and Ribbons, you both turn your heads as you clearly hear and see something up in the trees. You look up and towards the right, there is a bird that is sort of pecking at it like a cage that's up and hanging from one of the trees. And you hear the cage kind of rattling around and moving back and forth. You can even hear some hushed, get out of here! Get out of here!
What the hell is that? Mendax! What the fuck? Look.
You hear a voice call out from the cage. Oh, hello! Is somebody down there? Hello! I'm up here, save me!
Who's saying that?
It must have just teleported there after I moved past. There's no way it could have gotten past me.
There's a person in that cage up there. What do they look like?
You can't see them at the moment. They're too high up, and the bars are sort of obscuring what they look like. The bird is also flapping wildly, making quite a lot of noise and doing its best to get at whatever is inside.
Who are you?
Just come get me out of this bloody cage.
We could help you. We have no obligation to, though. It's a simple question. Who are you?
What I am is about to be bird food if you don't save me.
They can kill you that fast?
They've been at it for a while.
It's not the best way to build trust with people refusing to give your name. It's a very simple request. You could even fake one. What an idiot. You can see why he's up there.
Boldy! My name is Boldy! Now will you save me, please?
Look, they're feathers. I'm not bald.
No, my name. My name is Bold. Are you daft? Are you dumb?
It's hard to understand your accent with the birds making all that ruckus.
Oh, never mind. Actually, keep going. I'm gonna wait for the next one.
The Baldy was it?
Honestly, I think I admire his decision, honestly. I think he's made the right call.
I don't even think it's the wrong call.
Yeah,
Should we just move along?
it's up to you. You guys do whatever you want.
Should probably try to help them. This is the bandit hideout anyway, so any prisoner of the bandits is probably not a bandit. Or if they are, they're a bad bandit. Which a bad is a good, right?
He might have a nice pair of shoes.
Someone says shoes.
Why would
I
they...
could climb a tree and get a better look at him, at least.
I think of anyone getting a look at something, you'd be the last on the list.
I don't
really
see him up
helpful.
here. Where is he?
It's really... I was ground level threats. It's what I'm keyed to.
Can I do a super jump and look at him? How high up is it?
It's about 15 feet in the air.
Oh, 15, that's easy.
Okay.
I would like to just
jump
jump up and look at him and then fall back down.
All right. Yeah, you do. How high can you jump with your super jump that you get?
Let me double check. Sixth level Barbarian Path of the Beast, which we are calling Path of the Demon because I have a demon thing. Alright. Bestial Soul jump. You can make a strength check and extend your jump by a number of feet equal to the check's total. You can make this
Okay.
once per turn. What's
Give
a
me a
normal
jump
jump?
Like 5 feet? I don't even know, man. I would have to make something up on the spot, to be honest with you. So I will say you can jump. You're very, very athletic and strong. I will say you can jump up about 5 feet, sure.
Okay, we can jump 5 feet plus the strength check.
Yep. So it says it is specifically in athletics. So you can use your athletic skill, roll a d20, add your +3, and then go for it.
So I rolled a 9 plus 3 is 12. So 12 feet plus 5 feet is I can jump 17 feet up in the air.
Okay, fantastic. We'll see how you land. Yeah, you jump up 17 feet. The crow that was pecking at the thing looks at you and fucking darts off. And
I can fly!
Inside of the cage, you can see a scrawny-looking, very kind of dirty and disheveled dwarf who is taken aback by suddenly seeing you appear in the air.
I would
Wow, can you fly?
good morning, and then I would fall down.
I don't know how landing works. Do you have a thing that helps you land? Because you just jumped 17 feet in the air. It doesn't say.
I'm a bird. We have light bones. It's fine. And I have feathers anyway. I could probably glide.
I feel like this is for trying to jump and then like climb onto something. But
It's fine.
I don't know that it is. Hold on. You take 1d6 of bludgeoning damage every 10 feet. So I will give you a. You know what? I will give you a dexterity save to like roll when you hit the ground.
Okay.
Up to a maximum, it says, of 20d6. So if you guys fall from 200 feet or higher, it's always going to be 20d6. There you go. Good to know.
Fuck.
Okay.
Roll 1 plus 3 is 4.
All right. That is not going to quite do it. I am going to deal 3 points of damage to you as you fall from 17 feet in the air.
I had a question.
Yes.
Did we heal to full when we slept?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
3 damage. You basically feel like you land a little improper and shock your knees a little wrong. But besides that, you feel fine. You don't even grunt. Nobody even knows you took damage.
To be
Just
fair,
a
it was my
secret
first
between-
time using this jump, so still figuring things out.
Yep.
I
Let's
would
just
turn
be
to them
happy
and
you
say,
didn't roll with...
it's a scraggly dwarf. Why did they put you up there?
Because they're evil.
Makes sense
And
to
because
me.
they thought it would be funny.
It is pretty funny.
You're not a nice person.
We can come get you. It's fine.
I take it back.
Should we help him?
Okay. But I mean, there's more of us than there are of him. But I don't trust someone who won't tell you their actual name right off the bat. If he was an innocent victim,
This poor NPC.
I don't know. If he was an innocent victim, he could have just been like, "Oh, I'm a baker from Bakersville," and that would have been that. That's where all bakers are from, DM.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
I
sending
take it
Ratty to go sniff him, by the way.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
While we're
sure.
discussing this, I'm sending Ratty to go sniff him. I
Did not
trust
hear the
his
ratty
senses.
part. I just heard I'm going to go
Gonna
sniff
go
him.
sniff him. Perfect. Yeah, you send Ratty up. It climbs up the tree. It sniffs him. He smells real bad.
I can I ask Ratty's opinion? Like, I'm like, does Ratty think he's trustworthy?
Ratty has no concept of trust. So,
Stupid magical familiar servant. Fine. He smells gross, guys. That's all I can add to this discussion. I say we get him down. This guy seems like he'll be a lot of fun.
Fine. Is there a rope that we can see that is attached to that we can, gently lower the rope, or do I need to climb up a tree and unlock a door?
yeah, it
The
looks
cage.
like the cage is basically tied to one of the branches, one of the tall trees that's nearby, with a rope.
Okay. It's probably pretty heavy. All right, I'm going to climb the tree and see if I can untie it, or if it's going to have to be a slice it with my dagger and hope Baldy makes it kind of deal.
Okay. You give me an acrobatics to get up the tree.
Nat 20 plus
Okay.
9.
Fantastic. You effortlessly glide up the tree from limb to limb, barely making a noise as you jump up there, basically, in a matter of seconds. That is next to, like, ungodly levels of skill to do something, by the way. I'll just have you know.
Especially when I can't see where I'm going.
And you used it to climb a tree, so that we even better. Perfect. Yeah, you're up the tree. You see that there is not enough rope tied to lower it safely to the ground.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I've got some news for you, Baldy. There's not enough rope to get you down to the ground by untying it and lowering you. So it's gonna be a bit of a fall. Are you still okay with that?
Yes, for sure. If it is between that and staying in the cage, absolutely cut the rope.
Okay. Can I see if he's wearing pants and shoes from where I'm at?
Yeah, you can see him completely, and he can see you. He is wearing like basic ass linen everything. He's got a shirt. He has pants on. He has no shoes, and he is dirty as heck. He has gray hair and a very long beard. He is kind of balding at the top, but he's got like hair that goes around the sides of his head.
Okay, well, before I cut it though, Baldy, seriously, you know that we're not bandits now. Like, you can see us, you know we're not the ones that put you in here. How did you get in that cage? And don't just tell me bandits put you in there. I need details.
Okay, well, bandits raided my town.
What
and
town?
took me as... Okay, I don't have a town in mind. I will make one up for you. Bakersville. They raided Bakersville. They took me as a prisoner, and they didn't see much use for me. Didn't think they could sell me into slavery or make them do anything for them, so they just put me in a cage because they thought it would be funny.
Like those. Okay, well, I will cut it down. We have a few more questions for you on ground level, though. If your jaw still works after landing.
That is fine.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut it on 3. I'm going to pull my dagger out, and I'm going to start slicing away at the rope. I'm going to try to give him my best warning before it's about to fall.
Sure. Yeah, you time it pretty well. He kind of braces or doesn't brace, whatever you're supposed to do when you're falling from a great height. I'm not even sure. And the cage slams into the ground, shatters and kind of breaks apart as the bars take a bunch of impact damage. Boldy kind of grunts, ouch. And besides that, kind of rubs his legs a little bit, as it looks like that's what absorbed a lot of the shock, but stands up and stretches. The cage was certainly too small for him, even though he is a dwarf, as you can see. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I thought I was gonna die up there. That's you. Thank you so much, noble heroes. I'm forever in your debt.
Interesting you should say that, because we might need your help here.
What do you mean?
Well, what are your skills?
I'm a baker.
Oh my god. The baker of Bakersville?
The one and the same.
That is incredible. I feel like that's what most bakers, study, right? And go to hone their craft, so it would make sense that a baker is from Bakersville.
I haven't had a quiche in a while.
Quiche does sound good.
My town is almost certainly destroyed, so I will need to find a new place to live. But if ever we cross paths again, I am more than happy to bake you something.
Well, here's the thing. Have you been in the camp yet? Did they take you into their camp before they hung you up into this cage?
They did.
All right, we're going to need you to tell us everything you know about the camp, how it's laid out, how many people were there. I don't know how long you were there. It seems like it was a little bit longer than just like a 20-minute stay, but if you knew anything about their habits, did they leave a lot to go banditing during the day? Anything you know, we need to know.
I'm afraid I don't have much information about their habits, and they're all pretty. I'm not gonna lie, they're all very mean, and I didn't meet a nice bandit in there. And they have no taste for cooking in the slightest. They very quickly determined that I was not fit to be sold, or whatever the heck else it is that they do with people that they steal. But I did snatch this as one last heck off to the bandits, trying to get Boldy's not going to go down without a fight. And he pulls a scrap of paper out of his trousers. And I am putting that into our chat now. Cobra should have it. He can put that on the screen when he gets to it. But he has a layout of the cavern and the dungeon that the bandits are hiding in. He said, it looked pretty important when they took me in the boss's room. I could tell my fate pretty quickly that I was not going to last very long. So I just tried to take whatever I thought looked important while they weren't watching me. And hopefully this helps you. From what I can tell, it looks accurate. But they didn't give me a tour or anything.
I mean, if this is accurate, then this is fantastic, Baldy. This could be a huge, huge help.
I'm glad that I could repay my life debt to you.
Could I take a moment and whisper something to Nigel? If you get a good look at him, is it possible you can make an illusion that looks like him and distract the bandits with that? They would be pretty upset to find out their caged prisoner is just running about.
Good thought. You know, the old tasty-looking suckling pig running around squealing. We've used one too many times. Maybe Baldy here shouting some insults.
Baldy's revenge.
Indeed. I will stand in front of Baldy and examine him closely.
Okay, yeah, he looks like a scraggly dwarf. How detailed do you want to be here? I will give you details if you need them.
Oh, it's all right. I'll memorize it all. I say, looking up his nostrils.
He kind of turns his head. Whatever it is you desire, oh weird one, I will help you with.
Do you want to join us and fight them, or give us the map and run away?
Neither. I certainly am not going to go back into that cave. No offense to you guys, I just don't want to go back in there, and I have no fighting skills to speak of in the slightest. You know, if you need to bake things, I can help you out, but not in fighting. And I am absolutely not going to try to go through the woods on my own. That is actually suicide. So what I'll do is give you the map. Here you go. And then I'll wait right here. And when you come back, I'll just go with you guys. That seems fair.
I'm happy to do that. However, the bandits might come past here, so... Well... You might want to hide in the cage. Might be the safest place.
Okay, well, the cage is shattered and on the ground, but I will hide in a tree.
People probably wouldn't notice that anyway.
Do you want like a knife or something to defend yourself with? There's quite a few undead walking around.
Sure, and also I know it's probably a lot to ask, but do you have any food? I have not eaten for quite a while.
Oh, sure. I'll give you some rations.
You are too kind.
All right. Well, you can hide out here, I guess. Doesn't seem like you'll be much use for us, and we won't have any use for someone who'll take fright. We'll pick you up on the way out and take you back to the town that we're going to.
There is one thing. So you know how I've been working on alchemy stuff? Well, I was wondering if you could write down the recipe for your quiche. While we're going kicking bandit butt.
Do you have anything to write with?
Yes.
And do you have anything to write on?
Yes.
Then sure.
Great.
But it is a secret you must take to your grave.
I will not tell anyone, even if they torture me.
I feel as if I can trust you, as you have just saved my life.
That's mostly because I don't think anyone would torture me for the recipe.
You would be surprised. It is a very good quiche, sir.
Good.
Yeah, and if you give him a paper and pen, he will write it, and I will give this to you on your return. I wish you the safest of travels. It is most certainly a suicide mission, and I fear for your safety. But good luck.
Guess he's never heard of us before.
Certainly I have not.
Have you heard of Tor Karabad?
The famed and mythical city of the dwarves? Sure.
Oh, mythical. Oh no. I mean,
A
I
fairy
assumed
tale that
we-
we tell children.
It's not a fairy tale, it was real.
Okay.
This is a story for when we get back, but when we get back... I can't believe this. Okay, so obviously Tor Karabad was one of the first places to fall if it's gone so far. That now it's only considered myth. That just makes me very sad for Stumpy.
I bet Stumpy fucked up a lot of undead when they came for him.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm getting some
Alright.
chills.
He's
thinking about that.
gonna start climbing up the tree. He's actually gonna climb a different tree. He's not very good at it, but he's doing his best.
Not quite a Mendex climb.
Nope.
What is that?
He's making it work though.
All right.
Okay,
We ready to maybe inspect this map a little and then make our advance?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, go for it.
did we confirm where the entrance was? Could we do that as he's climbing up the tree before he gets
Oh,
too
yes.
far? Is it?
It's that way.
I think he means on the map. Which part is the entrance part?
On the map, is it the bottom right?
No, it's this, and he points to the middle, like the very center, where
Okay,
it's
and-
stairs that go up.
I see. Okay. And before you finish climbing, do you remember where the main boss's room was? Where you stole this from? Do you remember which room it was?
I lost track after a while, but it was, I believe, down. If you're looking at the map, it was down somewhere.
Okay. I think the chamber directly below the stairs on this map is it's got two big rooms leading off it. Looks like the likely place where loot might be kept.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which room did you say? I'm sorry.
Just like through the wall below the stairs of the entrance in the middle.
Gotcha.
So kind of
Gotcha.
the middle bottom area. That's I think the first place we should go when we get in there.
Okay, so we need to go in and then hit the go straight and make a right. Then seems to be the only way to
Oh.
get there. Just
Yeah, we actually have to go all the way around. By the looks of it, there's actually a wall there. Well, yeah. Either direction should be fine, I guess. But that's
Right.
yeah. We have to go right. Yeah.
because if we're looking at it, yeah, we'd have to go right. If you go to the left, the room with the squares missing, it looks like those would be pillars, which would make that probably a great hall. And I can't imagine that they would store things behind the great hall. So I think you're right. I think at the very least there's more rooms over to the right hand side anyway, so we have a better chance of there being something there.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
Yep.
let's
Let
go
me know
into
whenever
this
you
place.
guys want to roll.
Let's kill some bandits.
Let's go.
That whole time they were talking, I was just thinking about the quiche.
Fair enough. May you live long enough to encounter it. Fantastic. You guys are going to continue forward then. Map in hand.
Indeed.
Alrighty. Yeah, you go forward. We'll say another, maybe about 200 to 300 feet or so, and encounter now where it is more so. It's more clear. You guys aren't out of the woods yet, but you can see directly ahead the direction that the dwarf Boldy pointed you. There is multiple signs of warning and malice and all sorts of nastiness, and still there are body parts and bodies just hanging from the trees. Your skeleton, I am going to assume you told to follow you, because I gotta figure you weren't leaving it with Boldy, but that's kind of completely up to you if you wanted to do that. And you now see a clearing, and a sort of large entrance, it hollowed out in the mountain. Around it there are torches, and you can see different sort of boxes that are piled outside the entrance. off to the right side of this clearing is probably maybe 100 feet across and maybe 40 feet wide until it hits the mountain itself. Off to the right side of the clearing, you can see that there are horses, about 5 of them tied to the trees there, and they're eating out of these like large buckets. In the center, directly in front of the entrance of the mountain, of the cave, is 15 bandits, all sitting around like a table, and they have different chairs and like a campfire, kind of makeshift setup. Seems like they are guarding the entrance to make sure that nobody gets close, and anybody that does meets with an untimely demise. They don't see you, as you're still in the woods and you're still a good distance away.
You said they're how many feet away?
15. How far away are they? They are about, we'll say, 100 feet away from you guys. You're maybe like 30 feet into the woods.
I look over at Nigel. Expectantly.
You thinking about barbecue, mate?
Don't know. You were complaining about vision last time. I can see them pretty well over there.
I certainly prefer fighting in the daytime. Permission to set them on fire, lads.
It is a bit warm this morning. They probably wouldn't even notice.
All right. Mendax, do you want to take up position to get anyone that survives with your bow, and just be ready? I assume they'll raise some sort of alarm. Well, there's 15 of them. I don't think there's any way we're getting in here without raising an alarm. Are you ready?
Oh, born ready. Let's go. So I'm going to ready my bow and arrow. Move it to the side a bit.
I ready my scythe and go into a rage.
All right.
Okay.
I am going to aim directly at this table, and I am going to shoot a fireball right at the middle of it to get in the center of this congregation.
Sure. Roll some damage. And what's the dexterity save?
Should be a 14 if I remember correctly. Let me see.
Alright.
Yeah, 14 for half damage. $15, 16, 22, 24.
24?
Yep.
Okay. You hurl a fireball, the small sort of pearl of just condensed energy and flame. What's the radius of it?
20 feet.
Okay, and you went like directly at the table?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it explodes, another cacophony of flame. It is a massive inferno of swirling death that it consumes 40 feet, like a gigantic circular area of 40 feet. Everything inside of it is incinerated and is completely dead.
Holy shit. Just toasted the whole lot in one count. Guess the entrance has been cleared.
The horses freak out and are pulling against their reins where the trees are. But that's about it. After a moment of the flames die down and you can hear the crackling of wood, you see only bones, and the entire 40-foot circle is literally just blackened ash and char.
So now what do I do?
I don't know.
Yeah, I just unnotch my arrow, put the arrow back in the quiver.
I will say this, that a cave of this size, because I know it's the first time we've gotten something this large, will be a marathon and not a sprint. I will give you that one word of advice.
Yeah, if there's 15 on guard duty, then it definitely is a much larger scale operation than anything we've ever encountered.
Well, then let's get to it. I'm in a rage. So I will move forward and try to sort of jump ahead.
Alrighty, sounds good. You move forward, stepping over the and char table that they were at. Everything just smells like burnt and ash. Yeah, you're at the entrance of the cave. It is about 15 feet wide and 15 feet high. It is pretty large. It's pretty sizable. And you can see that it is it was man-made and carved out of the stone, and there is a stairway that is going up.
You'll go forward with me in the lead.
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy to go in and scout a bit first as well, if we need. Not that I...
We can try that.
Don't shake your head. I'm really good at the sneaking part.
Okay, you can practice your sneaking. You're really good at the sneaking. We need you working the looking around. To the left and to the right.
See, that's
What's
the
above
problem.
and what's below. Let's keep it
I
moving.
just get locked on tunnel vision. But now I'm in a tunnel, so there won't be that much stuff around, you know, and most of it will be tunnel vision, so we should be good.
Very good, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to sneak into the entrance a bit.
Sure. Yeah, you sneak up and give me a stealth check.
Let's go stealth check. 17 plus 9.
All right, sounds good. You are the essence of silence and secrecy as you proceed forward up the stairs. You go up probably about a solid 40 to 50 feet of climbing up these stairs. They go up quite a distance, and it's just a long sort of tunnel. As the light from the outside dims, you see that there are torches that have been lit and placed so that it is still very easy to see where you're going. It's actually pretty impressive for a bandit cave. You know, usually they literally just use whatever formations they have. And you remember that the camp told you that they set up in this cave about a month ago. You can certainly surmise that even just building these stairs alone would have taken way longer than a month, unless they had magical means to do so. So you're not quite sure if maybe the camp either just told you the wrong information, or maybe they didn't know how long they'd been there, or you're not quite sure. But you get the sense they've been here a lot longer than a month.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you proceed all the way up, and you are now sort of at the top of the stairs looking at that hallway. So again, that middle area where the stairs are there, you can see the lines which represent the stairs going up. You're now at the top of that, looking forward. It's a long hallway that goes down. I think that's about 20 to 30 feet or so, and it branches off to the left and to the right.
Okay, and I don't see anyone in the hallway.
No, apparently they thought the 15 bandits outside were going to be sufficient to make sure nobody got into the cave.
Okay, then I'll turn around and gesture for everyone to come up.
Okay. Yeah, you see Mendak's gesture to you guys. They give you the all clear, and Ribbons will follow with you all.
While they're coming up, can I look specifically for traps? Like any tile, like any parts of the floor that look like there could be wires, or, you know,
Sure.
pressure tiles.
Pressure tiles. I know rogue things and traps. Yes, absolutely. Give me a perception check.
I'm going to try to perceive every fucking thing until I get a decent roll on these.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. How we looking?
It's looking like another 4 plus 1.
Wow, that's impressive.
4
you don't-
4s in a row, only on perception.
Honestly, that is very impressive. You notice absolutely nothing. They look completely like regular tiles. I think instead of perception, you can also change in investigation to look for
Oh.
traps too, if you want to do that.
Oh, I do want to do that because it's a plus
Okay.
6 on investigation. That's where I put everything because I was like, oh, I'll investigate things.
Okay.
Not that it's going to help much then. I mean, then it would have been a 10.
Yeah. The tiles still look the same, but I'm just throwing that out there. I think we can definitely interchange if we need to. Investigate doesn't get used enough, and
I'm going to set up a second camera on my dice tray so that people can see.
You're just throwing for content. It's okay, I understand.
Yeah. I'm definitely underthrowing.
Definitely doing that. Definitely doing that.
I just did a test roll, and internally I was focused on perception, and it was a 4 again.
I think you need to change dice. Potentially, I don't know.
No, these are my Cobra dice. I love these dice.
Oh, so Cobra's fault that they're rolling so horribly. I see. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Ah, got it. Yes,
Okay,
you guys are all
sending
now
in
at the.
dice. Okay, we'll just.
New dice are on the way already. Ladies and gentlemen, we realize Mendax's dice is broken. This happens to a lot of D&D players, but she's rolled a 5 on her perception the past 17 times. And statistically, that's impossible.
It is pretty impressive. Yes, you guys are all now at the top of the stairs. You see the same thing. It's a hallway that goes about 25-30 feet back, and it branches off to the right and to the left. You can tell by your map that you guys have that both of them enter into larger rooms.
Sorry, can any of you tell if there are any traps in front of us?
Can I roll perception?
I think I'm gonna use. I think this is just a decision I'm making now. Investigation is what will be used for traps and stuff like that. So you can roll an investigation if you're looking for traps.
I am proficient in investigation.
Please, by all means.
16 plus 5 is 21.
You don't see anything that looks like traps, though you're not specifically trained in the art of trap finding. You don't see anything that looks odd.
But would I see things that Mendax wouldn't have?
If you specifically are searching or looking for something in particular, you only are looking for things and evidence to find that. If that makes sense.
Right.
If you just say, I'm going to investigate the room, I want to look at the wall or something like that, that's a little bit of a wider net. You won't get as specified, so you might miss some more specific details. But if you specifically hone in, I'm looking for traps. Or I'm looking for a lever.
My goal was more so to try to figure out what Mendax's issue has been with perceiving stuff. So just like giving some coaching of when you look at stuff, what do you look for?
I am not prepared to give you those details at this moment in time.
Okay, well, I would
Your
think about
characters
that.
would know better than me.
Perception
Okay, well
coaching.
then, if it seems like it's fairly clear, then I can keep sneaking ahead to give a little peek around the corners to see what we're dealing with when we get to that T-junction.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to go forward?
I would very much like to go forward.
Okay, you take 5 steps and activate a trap. Go ahead and give me a dexterity save. No, I'm just joking. You continue forward without issue.
You really had me too. I was like,
You reach the T-junction. You reach the T-junction without problem. To the right is a closed door. So you see that there's a door that's blocking you from entering that larger room. To the left, it opens up into a very large room. It's about 50 by 55 feet. And you can see that those pillars that are in the map that you guys have are actually extremely large statues. The room itself is probably about 40 to 50 feet high. This is an extremely large room, and this area has been either the bandits moved in or they have been here for years, decades even. But yes, there are 8 large statues that you can see. Each of them is like a noble-looking soldier / knight. And towards the end of the room, towards the very back, so if you're looking at the map, you're looking to the left, towards the back of that room, there is another door that's blocking what is that hallway that's beyond it, and there are 2 humanoids at the end of the room that are talking to each other.
gotcha. So they'd probably be able to. Would they be able to see me? As the lighting good enough that, if I walk to the door on the right, would they be able to see me if I snuck to the door on the right?
Potentially. They're not looking in your direction. They're looking at each other.
Okay. I'm going to go back to my comrades and just let them know what I've seen, like what I've seen. Then.
Okay.
Did you shoot them?
I did not shoot them yet. I don't know if there's anyone else behind the statues. Maybe not. If there are, they're not making very much noise. But also, I could probably get over there, but I don't know that I can kill both of them before they make a noise or alert. So I think we need at least 2 of us to be attacking.
I have an idea. I could jump at them as you fire your arrow, and we connect at the same time.
I could do that. Or, I could try to sneak a bit closer to get my rapier damage in there as well. If I'm attacking with surprise, then I do a lot more damage.
In theory, you can also split your attacks since you do 2 different. You have 2 different weapons. You can, if you want to. I'm just throwing that out there as an option. But yeah, you do it. You guys do whatever you want. Formulate the plans. Call. You're definitely not raging by this point. It's certainly been over a minute.
So it's a
I
big
think it
cave
only lasts
complex.
for a minute, right?
10 turns. So I raged the once whenever I thought we were going to fight the bandit camp, and then the bandit camp was cleared.
That's true.
With one ability.
Yes, and keep in mind, so your rage is a bonus action. You can activate it on the turn, and then you still have basically all of your actions ready to go. Just so that you know.
Because it's a bonus
But you
action.
still got 3 left. Yep, it's a bonus action. Exactly.
Well, we
All right,
could
team.
sneak up to them as well, if you want to go for the stealth roll.
Or alternatively, I could try to pick the lock on the door to the right and we can all try to just sneak past.
You have not confirmed if the door is locked or unlocked. I'm also going to throw that out there.
That's true. There's a door to the right. If it's locked, I can try to pick it.
Trying the door seems prudent.
Okay. I think I'll do that first. I'll try to stealth over to the door to test and see if it is locked or not. And if it is locked, I will try to pick the lock.
Okay, give me another stealth check.
That is an 11 plus 9.
Okay, 20, sure. You kind of sneak up and through. You're kind of looking over your shoulder to see if the bandits notice you. You don't think that they notice you yet. And if they have, they're not making any movements or noise about it. You try the door. It is indeed locked.
Okay. Then I would like to try to pick the lock.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand.
13 plus 3.
You pick the lock. It opens with a satisfying click as a trap springs out and damages your hand. I'm just kidding. It doesn't do that.
You did it again!
I'm going to believe it every fucking time.
The
Man,
door is unlocked.
The bag of sand on the handle to replace the weight of the lock.
troll
Okay.
DM.
It's so troll.
I'm going to investigate everything going forward.
So dirty.
Okay, the door is unlocked. You hear it click. You know that it is unlocked.
Okay. I'm going to kind of staying low, staying stealthy, look back at the people and just give them a thumbs up.
Wait, the bandits or your team?
No, my team. I'm not thumbs upping the bandits.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. They get the thumbs up. What are you gonna do now?
Were you going to go check what's in the room?
Yeah, I mean, we can either open this door and keep going. You could try to sneak past the opening and make it through this door. I don't know. I don't know what's on the other side of this door.
It could be a closet.
It could.
Well,
be
you have a map. It is a massive closet.
It could be,
It could be a
walk-in
luxurious
closet.
closet with lots of nice shoes.
it also looks like this might be barracks. Because there's a lot of different cubbies.
That's a great guess.
Were we here to get something or to kill all of them?
We're
Oh
going to
my
get
god.
things, but we probably should also kill a lot of them.
Right.
So you're after the rations. If you remember the camp that you awakened at, they had the rations all taken. All their food is stolen and resources stolen from them.
Right.
You guys volunteered to go and retrieve it.
Right, but if we kill them, then they won't steal rations from us later.
That is also true. But your mission is to get the rations.
Okay.
We'll just say, like, main objective, get the food and resources. Sub-objective, kill the bandits.
Bonus objective, eliminate 16 hostiles.
There you go. We're one away. You only need one more.
Great.
Didn't they say there was like 50 bandits in this camp?
You killed 15 in a single round of combat. So I'm just gonna,
Right.
I'm gonna throw that out there.
I'm just trying to keep track mentally of how many we might still run into. 15 are dead. 2 are in that first great hall.
Uh-huh.
I question this. We've already received faulty information about this place and how long they've been here. So, could be a clue, but there could also be triple the number.
They also could have just been here for a month, and perhaps this existed before they came. I can't imagine bandits carving statues. I mean, maybe they aren't.
Yeah, I imagine this is here before them, to be honest, but I can't imagine any force that's staying here long term leaving more than 10% of their people on guard duty out front at any one time. So I expect there to be potentially 200 bandits in this place.
Although, if there's only 50, I mean, if there's an amount that we can kill them all, the townspeople would be much safer in here.
I am absolutely down to eliminate every single one of them.
Oh, okay, then do you want to kill those 2 before we go through this door?
Sure.
The Wayfarers
Just tell
evil
me what you
arc.
want to do.
We're
Where are we
strategizing.
going?
We're strategizing. We needed to
I love it.
strategize.
No. It's good. It's good. It's good.
We
It's
had
good.
long hallways. You don't need to strategize a hallway. We were just inspecting
That's
for
true.
traps.
How often can you use your scythe? Is it just once a day?
Once a day for the teleport, but I have jump today and I can jump 60 feet. Or a lot of feet.
Well,
30 feet.
Okay.
maximum of 28.
I can actually jump people, not just figuratively jump them.
Well, how does surprise work again? If we're attacking a surprise target, you just get an advantage, right? Or
You get advantage on them. Mendax gets bonuses for dealing damage because she's a rogue and an assassin. And usually it means that it doesn't count as a round like of combat. So it's not like your initiative turn. So after your surprise round is what they call it, you roll your initiative. You could literally just go 2 times in a row before they get to go. So surprise is very good if you can somehow maneuver it. Some combat situations that just won't happen, but
Mendax, how about you put an arrow? How about we both hit that one on the right? You shoot an arrow, I'll shoot a firebolt at the same time, and then we can initiate the combat. Carl can charge in, we can fire some more projectiles or use your rapier and try to take care of these 2.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. You ready for that, Carl?
I will follow your arrow.
Let's do this.
Right.
all right. Who is you technically, so do you want to, let me make sure I understand. Do you want to attack at the same time, Mendax and Nigel?
Yeah.
Correct.
All right, sounds good.
Gonna try and sync
Let's
that up.
let me know what you're doing.
I'm going to use my arrow, and I'm going to
Okay.
kneel down in front of him so that he can shoot it over top of me, because we are in a bit of a, small space.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to shoot at the person on the right.
Okay. And
And
Nigel,
I'm
you're
aiming
aiming
for the one on the right as well. We're gonna double
Got
tap the same one. Yeah.
Sounds perfect. And then Carl, you're gonna jump at the same time at the person on the left. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds great. Let's do it. Go ahead and give me attack rolls, Mendax and Nigel, and Carl, you give me an athletics check and see how far you can jump.
I got
Do we have an update on when
20.
those
Nat 20.
dice?
Plus 6.
Can I get one of those new dice as well? Because that.
Yeah, how'd you do? Pretty good?
Actually, wait. Advantage means you roll twice, right?
Yes.
Even if it's a 1, you get to roll again, right?
No. I usually do ones supersede everything, and you miss completely.
It's a 1.
Great.
It's okay. Mine
And that's
was a
on
nat
your
20.
That's on your firebolt spell, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Go ahead and call. What did you get on your jump? Athletics.
It's plus my athletics.
So athletics, yep. So D20 plus athletics plus like 5 feet.
I can jump 11 feet plus the 5 of my default, so 16.
Okay. You could.
Can I run at them and jump?
Yeah, it would take up both of your actions. So it would be a move plus action. At that point, you can just run. I would probably recommend, and I'll let you adjust this if you want to. Your maximum jump is less than 1 turn of moving forward, just normally for you. So your jump, usually, you use it however you want to, but I'm pretty sure it's meant for more trying to get up places as opposed to across. Because you move 40 feet in a turn. You actually have 10 extra feet of speed than anybody else does. Base is 30, so you move 40. And I'll just let you guys know, the tiles on this dungeon map are about 5 feet each. So you can kind of do the math there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You would be able to basically be right next to the bandit you wanted to go to if you want to just take your move action instead of jumping. I'll let you change that if you want.
In this case, because I don't particularly need to jump, I could stealthily sprint at them, where I'm trying to make as little noise as I can, but I'm trying to get there as fast as I can.
Sure, you'll get there in 1 turn. You can do stealth, but it running at them in the open is going to be pretty hard to cover your tracks unless magic isn't involved or you are like God's gift to stealthing.
Sure.
Okay. But if you want to roll stealth, you can, my friend. You do as you please.
Just describing it would be more stealthy.
Okay, understood. I got it. I didn't pick that up. Okay, give me an attack roll for you on that bandit. You get 2. You get multi-attack. You can attack twice.
2 plus, what is my to hit? 6.
Oh, Nigel, roll damage too for your fireball.
But I don't need to. It's.
Oh no, you do.
I don't.
Certainly, there's going to be a damage roll.
I rolled a 2 plus 3 is 5 is my best.
Woof! For both your attacks?
The other one was a nat 1.
Oh my lord, a nat 1? You're trying to hide a nat 1 from me, sir? I don't think so.
But I had advantage. Do I not get punished for that? Because...
Yeah, no, I supersede advantage with nat 1s. Nat 1s are...
Oh.
Nat 1s are horrible.
Mendak's apparently good at striking from the shadows. Me and Carl are plundering idiots.
Yeah. King Vision now. It's not really helpful, is it?
Mendax, what did you roll?
I rolled a nat 20.
No, but for damage. Sorry, I apologize.
Oh,
did you roll damage?
I didn't actually roll the damage yet because I wasn't sure.
It actually doesn't. You know what? I'm going to save you the trouble. Unless you want to roll it, because it doesn't matter. You shoot an arrow. You hit the person in the head. Their head explodes into a cloud of blood and dust and smoke and viscera and just all sorts of garbage. It goes spewing in the air. His friend is shocked for a moment as he's splattered and hit in the head with one of his eyeballs. Nigel, almost on at the same time, you sneeze, boom, and you shoot the firebolt in the back of Mendax's head. Mendax, you take however much damage Nigel rolled minus your resistance to fire because it was a firebolt.
So I think I get half that resistance. I think
You
I
get half
just
of
take
that, yes.
Yeah.
Your hair does get singed, and it
You
fucks up
son
your
of a
hairstyle
bitch.
slightly. I
Not my
figure that's
fucking hair.
very important to mention, actually, in this situation.
Now
Cole,
we've got 2 baldies.
Cole, you run forward.
Oh, you want to know where the next fucking arrow is going, Nigel?
Oh shit.
Cole, you run forward. You trip slightly as you continue to run stealthily, specifically as you trip next to the second statue. So there's 4 statues kind of below, 4 statues above. And sort of out of the shadow of that one, oh my goodness.
Nigel.
That'd be some singed hair right there. It's the updated character model of Mendax. We're gonna have to update your character art, I'm afraid to say. It even has the wisps of hair on the left and right side. God. That is insane. That is actually hilarious.
Cooked it pretty clean, at least.
Yeah,
That's
that
true.
is impressive. Carl, you're running along. You trip next to the second statue. Out of the shadows, a cloaked figure appears and stabs you on the ground. They have some very slender and sleek-looking blades. Their armor is quite nice and fitted to their form. It looks similar to someone in Mendax's profession, and they deal 17 damage to you.
Ow.
Does damage round up or down, by the way? Because it was 11 I rolled Mendax, so I'm not sure if Mendax takes 5 or 6.
It's round down, so it's 5.
Okay.
Okay, 5 damage.
And that'll
to
be a
Mendax.
full 17 because you were not raging in that moment.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Give me a Constitution save. Or, yeah, that's what it's called, right? Yeah.
18 plus 7 is 25.
Fantastic. You resist the poison that would have otherwise paralyzed you for several turns.
Ooh, zesty.
You feel it coursing through your body, but your built-in barbarian resistances keep you safe.
Extra calories.
Ribbons, who did not have a job, will, I don't know. He will
Help Mendax with her hair, honestly.
A hair regrowth,
Yes.
perhaps?
Not really.
Any ointments?
He's not gonna do anything. He's pretty much has nothing. He will. That's not true. Nope, that is true. Okay, yep, nope, that's it. He's gonna hang out.
Oh, I guess we probably have to wait for the actual initiative rolls, but I want to send Bob in to go, obviously help Carl.
Oh no, you can send Bob. You can send Bob. That's fine.
All right, I'll send Bob shambling after Carl to try and help and attack the guy that's attacking him.
Alrighty. Give you don't have that, so I will do it. Hold on. Skeleton. Wow, you know, I almost did not want to punish you guys for the first time planning your combat. And I was like, yeah, they're learning. Good job. It's just like, god damn, that was about as bad as it gets. Dude, I just want you to know that it's not because you guys had a bad plan, it's because you rolled 2 nat ones, so. Say lobby.
Very similar to
Okay.
how poker can be, where you make a good decision, but the luck just isn't there. Mendax did well, though, to be fair.
No, Mendax did fantastically.
Is she
And by the way,
that guy's head? Wow.
You rolled a 20, which is very cool. You would have crit that attack anyways, just so you know. Because you're a badass rogue, and that's what you do. The skeleton shambles along and attacks the thing that attacked Call. And he... Oh my god, he hit! Holy shit.
Yes! Bob!
Bob has like a... Okay, you didn't give him a... Okay, he's supposed to have a sword. Alright, in the pile of stuff was a sword. It was like a rusted piece of metal that he's using as a sword. There we go.
He's got a rusty bit of metal, yeah.
Yeah, rusty metal. He's gonna
Slap
shank
the
him.
shit out of it.
Wow. He deals 8 damage. That's impressive. Good job. That's Pog.
I
Okay.
knew it wasn't just a walking alarm system. Hells yes.
So Nigel has Ratty, Goop, and Bob.
It's a menagerie.
Yes. It is a menage.
Nigel just inventing friends everywhere he goes.
In some games they call it Zoo Spec.
Alrighty, go ahead and give me initiative rolls.
I feel like I was initiated on, but
I've got an 8
14.
total.
14.
Okay. 14, 14, and an 8, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Call and Nigel, you guys can determine what order you want to go in.
You can go first.
Very good.
Okay, so Call will go first. Hold on 1 second. Alrighty, Ribbons rolled the highest out of all of you. Actually, that's... Yeah, he is actually going to go first, isn't he? Wow. Okay. Boy, what is he going to do? What is he going to do? Yeah, okay. He is going to he's going to channel divinity, Twilight Sanctuary. A orb of dim blackish light emanates out from him in about a 30 feet radius. Anybody that ends their turn in the orb, he can do some very minor stuff too. He is going to give Call 11 temporary hit points. So temporary hit points we haven't dealt with before. They are kind of like a shield that is on you. So damage will go through your temporary hit points first before it goes to your actual hit points. And once combat is over, you lose all of your temporary hit points that you had. Okay, so you have 11 shield, essentially. There should be a spot on your character sheet.
Yes, there's temp to the right of your health.
Yes, sir.
You said
have
11
there. Yep. And that's like his sanctuary bubble that he has that he can go around and just kind of do some minor stuff. And that's his turn. He's just going to chill there. Alrighty. Next up is the bandit, who is going to shudder in horror and surprisingly succeed his will save to not just basically run away screaming. He actually, never mind. He isn't going to run away. He is going to run towards the door that's in the room that he's right next to. And it looks like he is struggling to open it. That's it. Next up is Call's turn. You've tripped on the ground, you're prone.
Is the one who stabbed me in range of me?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's within stabbing range.
Oh. Well, first of all,
I would like to rage.
Okay, you do so.
Second of all, I have the bite form currently, so I would like to do a bite scythe if he is in range. Or if I'm prone, I would like to get up.
Yep, you can sacrifice your movement to get up, and he is within range to bite scythe if you would like.
Okay, so I will spend my movement, and I will bite scythe.
Okay, go for it.
So 3 hit rolls.
Yep.
18 plus 6 is 24.
Okay, that's going to hit.
19 plus 6 is 25.
That will also hit.
And 13 plus 6 is 19.
That will hit as well. Go ahead and give me damage for all of that.
The bite. 1d8 plus 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5.
Okay.
And
how much does that heal you for?
4.
All right, sounds good.
And then the scythe.
Okay. Yeah, do 2 scythes because you just hit twice, right?
Yep. 12. Do I get a bonus if it's full damage?
Do you get a bonus if it's what?
Full damage, like if it's 12 out of a d12?
No.
Okay.
You get your 12 plus your normal stuff that you get, but no, you don't get anything extra.
12 plus 6 is 18 for the first scythe.
Okay.
1 plus 6 is 7 for the second scythe.
So 25. Okay. That would be, yeah, fantastic. You slice into this guy, cutting some of his robes to ribbons. Blood sprays as the scythe slashes against him, but he is still standing. You can see he's still standing there with sort of 2 of his knives ready to go.
Better than the last thing I bit into.
Definitely. Human taste way better. Nigel, it is your turn.
I'm going to. Have I got a clear shot on our rogue friend?
You think so?
Wait, which rogue friend?
Oh, sorry, the one that I haven't shot yet. The other rogue, the stabby one, the one that's stabbing Carl right now. I'd like to also see if I can make that one bald as well. So
Okay.
I'm going
Sounds
to
good.
Blast a firebolt at it.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me the hit.
I swear to fucking Christ, if you take off the rest of my goddamn hair, I will fucking kill you, Nigel. I
Did you
didn't get
roll
hit
one?
once by the fucking wraith.
No, it's me who's gonna get hit this time because I'm next to the guy.
I rolled a 1. Again.
Oh. Give me a damage roll, my friend.
You know, we've leveled it up. It does 2d10s now. Ooh.
See?
11.
11 total?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, whatever dust must have caused like such a stir is kind of messing with your allergies at the moment. Call and Mendax, roll a d20.
11.
16.
Okay, Call, a firebolt whizzes past and splashes into the back of your shoulder as it explodes in a plume of flame, dealing a full 11 damage.
Well,
That is basically your temporary hit points gone.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
it's okay, it evened out. I didn't take any physical hits. Just the thing that Ribbons did a bunch of work for to protect me is now gone. Thanks
Being
anyway,
true.
Ribbons.
Nigel, you on the front of the sandwich from now on.
Any other actions you want to do, Nigel?
Go, everybody else. You guys can do it. Go, guys. I'm gonna chill over here for a moment and contemplate my uselessness.
Sounds good. Bob does get his own initiative. He actually just goes after you. It's funny enough, this one.
Go, Bob.
Oh, I thought you meant he goes after him, like, now he's pissed.
He attacks you.
Because you rolled in that one, Bob is now pissed and turned against us.
Yeah,
Everyone's pissed at
exactly.
Nigel.
Exactly. What would you like Bob to do?
Just keep attacking the same guy.
Okay. He will do his best. Wow, good job, Bob. He deals 7 damage.
Oh, hells yeah. Oh, this rogue's gonna need a tetanus shot. Heck yeah. Getting stabbed by
He's-
rusty metal.
It's like the slowest stab you've ever seen, too. It's like, it is not quick at all. He's just really... But he's doing consistent damage. He's done more damage to the enemy than you have. So that's good. But that is also a low bar. All right, Mendax, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to think about shooting Nigel for a split second. And then I'm going to shoot it at the bandit instead.
Sure. It feels a bit drafty on the back of your head. You're concerned. Yep, go ahead and shoot the bandit.
This
It
is the
got a
one trying
17.
to open. This is the one opening the door, right?
Yeah, he's the only one left. So I want to kill him before he gets through the door.
Sure. Give me a damage roll. 17 will hit.
Excellent. And so that's 1d6 plus 3. Although his back is turned and he's in combat. So does it count as a sneak attack? He's in
No,
combat
it
with
would
Bob
not.
and he's trying for the door.
He's not next to Bob, though. In order to get advantage from like that, you
Damn.
have to be within 5 feet. So, nope. Nope. How much damage did you do?
I did 1d6 plus 3. 4 plus 3, 7 points of damage.
Okay, an arrow sinks into the back of the bandit, and he looks pretty unhappy about it. He's even more scared and is frantically fumbling to try to open the door. Anything else you'd like to try to do?
He's left in that room that we know of, correct? So I'm going to dash forward.
Okay, sounds good. Where do you want to end up? In the
As close to him as possible, honestly, at this point, because we just really need to
Okay.
kill him before he gets through that door and alerts anyone.
Sure, you can move and dash. You haven't spent your movement, so you move and you dash. You can do that for free because you're a rogue. You can get right up next to him.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
All right, you do that. Fantastic. You are out of actions though, so that will be your turn. It is now the assassin's turn. Call. He is going to attack you. He has both of his short swords, and he's going to try to give you the stabby stab. AC 17, right?
Indeed.
Okay, he misses completely.
Cookie bird.
You easily duck out of the way. Maybe it looks like his wounds are paining him quite a lot. And then, so that's going to be his turn. Opposite side of that room, where the other statues are located, another cloaked figure with very form-fitting armor, very similar looking to our guy that you're attacking now, appears from the shadows, and he is going to go after Mendax. Mendax, what is your armor class?
I'm at 14.
Okay, let me see if I can hit. He hits both of his attacks. Do you have resistance to poison? You do. You have advantage against being poisoned. Fantastic. Good job. He is going to deal... He will deal 12 damage from both of his attacks, just his sort of the blades attacking you. And make a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Okay. First one is a 10, and the second one is an 18.
Okay. So you are going to take an additional... An additional 7 points of damage as you resist most of the poison. Okay, fantastic. That is their turn. The bandit... I know it's Ribbon's turn now. He is going to move forward so that both of you are still in his sanctuary. And will give... Mendax, he will give you 8 additional hit points, temporary hit points.
Nice.
Nice. That is going to be his turn. The bandit tries to open the door. It looks like he is kind of successful in getting the handle. As a reaction, the assassin that is attacking you, Mendax, throws a dagger at his head and kills him.
You killed the guy who's trying to open the door?
Yep.
Cold-blooded.
Yep, he did. Okay, Call, it's your turn.
Can I do a bite-sized scythe?
Sure, man.
Gonna do the follow-up. First one, pretty good. This one, we'll see.
All right, we'll see.
14 plus 6. 20.
That'll hit. That'll hit. That'll hit.
10 plus 6, 16.
That will hit, yes.
3 plus 6 is 9.
That will not.
Alright. The bite is a 1d8. So 1 plus a 3 is 4 for the bite. And I
Okay.
heal 4.
Alrighty, sounds good.
D12. 5 plus 6 is 11. 8 plus 6 is 14.
Okay, so you did 11 and 14, so 25 total damage.
Stabbing me.
Alrighty, sounds good. He's looking very bad, but still is standing. He's kind of shaky. You can tell that his motions are sort of stumbly. Alrighty, it is the other assassin's turn. Mendax, he's still going to attack you. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It was Call turns. My bad. It's Nigel's turn. I got out of order. Nigel, your go, my friend.
It's time. It's time.
It's time to hit an enemy.
To put my wand down and sit in the corner and stop causing more harm than good. Alright, now we'll try and blast this assassin. So this assassin hasn't disengaged. He's still in front of Carl, right?
Yes, he's still in front of Call, for sure.
Did Mendax disengage from him?
Mendax is across the room. She was going after the bandit, and now another assassin has appeared and is attacking her.
So
Okay,
there's
so
two assassins, and
So there is two assassins. Okay.
yeah, there were two
Yes.
bandits and now two assassins. And the two bandits are both dead.
Yeah. So the assassin that's fighting Carl, that's the one that Bob's also been hitting. So he should be a bit
Yes.
worse for wear. All right, we'll try to stack up on him and launch a firebolt into that assassin.
Okay, let's see it. Can he do it?
18! Yes! Plus like 5 or something. Hell, or plus 6 now. Oh, yeah.
Damn. You hit.
I did damage.
He's
You
got
did
his groove
damage.
back.
Look,
proud of
Dad,
you.
are you proud? I did some damage for once. Not to my own team.
Nigel's
Oh, what I
still
rolled
in
two
the
tens. 2 tens for damage. 20 damage firebolt. Hi-oh.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. The firebolt whizzes past Call's face. You get a brush of PTSD as you fear it hitting you, but it aims true and splashes into the side of the assassin's face, catching his robes on fire slightly, but searing off and singeing the entire right side of his face. He collapses to the ground, writhing in agony for a few moments before dying.
Nice.
Take that, you sneaky stabbing guy. Yeah. All
You
right.
told him.
Nigel with the epic one-liners.
I'm working on it.
Okay, it's Bob's turn. Unless you would like to move anywhere or do anything else.
The room's 60 feet across, is it?
Yes, he's about halfway through. Bob is, and you are at the beginning of the room.
Yeah, I'll move a
55.
bit closer. I'll move up to like where Bob and Carl are.
Okay, sounds good. It's Bob's turn.
Get him. Get the one that's fighting Mendax, Bob. Go.
Yeah, he kind of, with surprising speed, rather, goes forward. You can see that there's almost like finger joints that are almost like crawling him along the floor. And he doesn't really even move his legs too much. He just kind of like propels him forward. Yeah, and he tries to stab the assassin. He does not.
It's all right, Bob. You've done well so far. 2 out of 3 is not bad. Keep at it.
He feels nothing and is not encouraged by your words, but you can say them.
It's just what haters think. I know he hears me.
He definitely does not. Mendax, it is your turn.
Do I get a reaction for taking the damage before?
Yep. If you have something that lets you do something, then sure.
I do. I would like to use Hellish Rebuke on that motherfucker.
Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead. You can do that.
Okay. So, Hellish Rebuke, which means he needs a dex save of 13. Otherwise, he's, going to take 4 damage. Okay, so 3d10.
Okay. 3d10.
It's, 3d10 damage. And
Jeez.
actually, it's a level 2 spell. And the damage increases by 1d10 for each slot level above the first.
So you only, you don't have any higher spell slots, so it'll be a first level spell.
It says level 2nd, though.
Does
first level
just
evocation. Okay, I don't know why it has a different thing for level. You're right. I'm just trying to get even more
Well,
damage.
I mean, it could be that tieflings get it a higher level when you level up, so hold on a second. Hold a mo.
First level evocation, but then it says level 2nd to the right of my casting button.
Let's just take a quick peeky here. Hellish Rebuke. Yeah, you can do it as a 2nd level spell.
Okay, so then it would be 4d10 damage.
Yes.
Then I'm going to do that.
That's a lot.
I don't like this guy. He hit me, and I'm really pissed off about my hair, and I can't burn Nigel because he's my friend, so I'm going to burn the fuck out of this man. Or woman.
Okay.
This person.
Okay. It is your once per day thing, just so you know.
Yes.
Alright, just letting you know.
I almost never use it because I forget that I have it.
That's
so
true. Yeah.
I might as well use it while I remember it. Also, I think
he failed the dex save, so what...
perfect.
Yeah, how much damage is he taking?
Alright, first one is 6, plus 3, plus 4, plus 3.
So 16 points of damage total.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Sounds good. As he stabbed you, sort of flames pour out of your wound and singe his arm. As you use your infernal legacy to wound him.
Perfect. And since it's my turn, and that was a reaction, I still get my action?
Yeah, so technically how that's gone, if you want to do that, when I do damage to you, you can just tell me, I want to Hellish Rebuke. Yeah,
Sorry.
That's fine. No big deal.
Okay, then I would like to attempt to stab him with my rapier.
Absolutely. You've got Bob with you as well, so you should have advantage with this.
Perfect. See, Bob, he's right there, doing good things.
With
even
the
if they
assist.
know it.
Ye old advantage provider.
Alright, good, because I need it. Woohoo! Okay, I've got an 18 on the 2nd. So that was to hit.
Alrighty. That is indeed going to hit. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and give me your damage for it.
Okay, and since he's in combat with Bob, although I did just hit him with the Hellish Rebuke, I was like, do I get the sneak attack damage? I do, because I got the advantage.
You do.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1d8 plus 3 first. So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 3 more d6s.
Mm-hmm.
6 plus 3 is 9, plus 6, 10, plus 3 is 18.
Okay, is that 18 total? After
18
everything?
total. Yes.
Alrighty, sounds good. Let's see. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, you lay into him, striking some vital organs, we shall say, with your sneak attack, and dealing quite a lot of damage. He's less than happy about it.
And do I get to? Can I dash away on that or disengage? I mean, he's.
Yep,
in
you can
combat there.
disengage. Yeah, you can disengage as a free action and then move away if you want to. That's fine.
I'd like to do that just to make sure that the next person he attacks is Bob.
Okay, sure. Yep, you do that. So you disengage 5 feet, and then you can move your full 30 feet wherever you want.
Okay, I'll just move. I guess over closer to Carl.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you do that. It is his turn. He is indeed going to attack Bob. Okay, let's see.
Come on, Bob.
Survive!
Bob's not made of tough stuff. Kind of just threw him together, you know?
Okay, he misses one attack somehow.
Bob with the moves.
And takes 6 damage. He's still alive. Because he is completely immune to poison, which is a majority of the assassin's damage. So that's good for him. Yeah, Bob is actually kind of totally fine. He doesn't have a ton of health, but he's still alive.
Well done.
Alrighty. It is Ribbon's turn. He is going to give Call. He's going to give you another 12 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Okay, he'll end his turn. It is Call's turn.
Am I in range of the remaining assassin?
You can be, if you move a little bit.
I would like to move a little bit up to his position, and then,
Alright, sounds good.
this time do a side bite.
Sounds good. Go for it.
8 plus 6 is 14.
Okay,
13 plus 6 is 19.
that will hit.
That was Scythe 2. 3 plus 6 is 9.
Okay, so we got a miss, hit, miss. So just the scythe, I think.
D12. 11 plus 6. 15. 17, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Sounds good. Yeah, absolutely. You cleave into him, stabbing him with your scythe and kind of tearing a large chunk of flesh out of his chest. Almost like swinging it like a pickaxe in a way. It is Nigel's turn. One assassin remains, my friend.
Burn, baby, burn. It's on fire. I'm rolling for a firebolt.
Okay.
We got a 14 plus 6. That's 20.
That is going to hit.
All right. We got a 6 and a 5. 11 damage.
Okay. He is hurting pretty badly. It is Bob's turn.
Bob, go for a swing. I kind of wish I got to roll for him, but it's cool. It's more exciting this way. Stab him. Stab him. Get him back.
If you really want to, you can, but...
No, it's okay. I'll
right.
forget the stats and the rolls I need anyway, so it'd just be annoying. What do I
yeah,
need?
because I'd have to just tell you. Tell me what you rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, you miss, you know. He hits. He hit, and he's doing a very consistent damage here. He deals 3 damage. Go, Bob!
All right.
Mendax, it's your turn.
Okay, since I'm a bit further away, actually, I can move forward, stab him, and then still dash back.
You can move, and then you have a free action to disengage. And then that is your movement, pretty much.
Gotcha.
But you
Okay,
can.
so-
You'll be 5 feet away from the guy.
Okay, so if I move forward, I can still attack him, though.
Yes. You have a
That's
move
what-
action and your attack action. Yup.
I'll do that because my rapier
All right.
has more damage potential.
Sounds good. So I was incorrect. You don't actually get advantage, but you do still have your sneak attack. Don't worry about
Gotcha.
the last roll. But just this one, it's just going to be 1d20 to hit.
Gotcha. 17 plus 6.
That will hit for sure. Go ahead, give me your damage with sneak attack.
Okay, 1d8 plus 3 first. 7 plus 3 is 10. And then plus 6 is 16. Plus 1 is 17, you little bitch. Plus 6 is 23.
Fantastic. And one kind of finesse, almost with like a flick of the wrist, you stab through the assassin's neck. Blood begins kind of gushing through the wound and onto your blade. And just as seamlessly as you stabbed him, you remove the blade and flick the blood off in a very quick motion. And he is dead. He is super dead. Fantastic. Good job, guys. You have killed 2 assassins and 2 bandits. And you only rolled 1 4 times.
15 plus 2 bandits, 17 bandits.
That's true.
One of the assassins killed one of the bandits, though.
That's
Oh,
true.
yes,
Do you really get
16.
that one counted for you?
No, we didn't kill that guy.
Okay. So 16 bandits and 2 assassins on the kill list so far.
Why are the assassins not allied with the bandits?
That is who knows, dude?
Yeah, this is kind of confusing. We attack the bandits, and then these guys just pop out. They're just hiding in here behind the pillars.
But they didn't attack the bandits until the bandit tried to go through the door. So they could still be on the same side, but the directive is no one goes through that door, meaning no one, even another bandit.
Yeah, don't run away, pussy. I guess it could be like a don't run away, sissy, stab kind of thing. But I don't know.
Should we loot them
Feel
and
like
keep
it
moving?
was, hey, we're secretly here hiding, and we don't want the alarm to go up, so don't let him go and raise the alarm, which we were. So they jumped out even before he was going to get out of here and started attacking
Exactly,
us.
but they were out and attacking Carl while they were still there. He didn't throw a knife at him until he got a hold of the handle to open the door. He freaked out, he was banging on the door, and instead of going after him the first time, the assassin attacked me. It wasn't until old Pissy Pants got a hold of the actual handle, was getting ready to open the door, that the assassin actually threw his knife. So he didn't really care about them until that door was going to be opened. So whatever's behind that door, none of them wanted it opened or for anyone to get through.
Do you want to see what's
I
over
think
there?
that basically decides our next step, doesn't it? We go through that door.
Let's look for traps
To go
first.
through that door.
What would you guys like to do?
Before we go though, I want to inspect the dead bodies, see if they have anything good, see if the shoes are nice, how are the pants, and the room as well. See if we can't find any goodies.
Yeah, the assassins have studded leather armor, which is armor class of I believe it's 15. So let me see. Hold on one second. It might be better than the armor that you have right now.
Definitely, because I've only got 14, and if they have 15,
Well, it also depends on the dexterity modifier. So it's 12. It would give you 12 plus your dexterity modifier. So if you'd like to, you can take that and wear it, or you can take it and try to sell it. That's up to you. But I think that would get you up to 15.
yes, and then that's 15. But then, oh, actually no. Oh, yeah, it would be because mine is actually 13. I get the +1 because of my cloak of protection, so I have 14 because of the cloak. So that would get me to 16.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely going to take it and put it on.
Okay. It is it is like a mottled black. It's not like a really pure black, but it's more of a gray to blend in with shadows and darkness a little bit better. There's various different kind of compartments, very similar to a rogue's armor. similar to kind of the stuff that you have now, but just a better quality essentially. Yeah, but it is all like a mottled black and gray color. But you
Okay,
can
good.
take time to just swap that out. You kind of wipe off some of the blood. You kind of patchwork together the 2 armor sets from the stab wounds, and you just take the best pieces from both of them. In true D&D fashion, it just surprisingly fits you. Nobody ever seems to wonder or be concerned about that aspect of the game. But who am I to break typical D&D convention here?
So there's 2 of them who had that armor, right?
Yes. I'll say you can make 1 complete set from it, because you did do a lot of battle damage to one of them.
Can I strap something to Bob to give him an extra armor?
I like the creativity, and I want to say yes, but I'm going to say no.
Okay, well, I'm going to give him like a little bit on his head for at least aesthetics. So he looks
You give
cool.
him a helmet.
I give him a little helmet, yeah.
You give him a little bandit helmet, sure.
Yeah.
He's going to be fully kitted out by the end of this. He can't level up. He can't regain hit points unless you have, like, dark magic that can do it. Love it.
The souped-up small monstrosity.
Indeed. Ribbons will stop his Twilight Sanctuary. The temporary hit points that you guys gained are gone. He'll ask if anybody is in need of assistance or aid.
I could use some
Actually,
healing.
wait, did Bob get extra hit points from that?
No, he never selected him to gain them. He has to target somebody to do it. So he valued his living companions over Bob.
What an idiot.
Well,
Bob did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
that is true.
Bob did 18 damage. 4 attack rounds. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's good. It's good. But yeah, he'll just. Does anybody need?
I would take some healing.
Require healing.
Me as well, please.
All right. While he is figuring out his healing, what would you guys like to do?
Can I search the room? See if there's anything.
Yeah, certainly. Is there anything in particular that you would like to search for? Or are you looking at anything in particular?
No, just searching to see what I can find.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
10 plus 6 is 16.
Sure. You don't, or sorry, rather you explore the room. You're kind of just getting a feel for the architecture and the sort of the way that it was built here. You see that it's all very man-made. It doesn't even use the natural cave walls. It looks even like that was sculpted into the wall somehow here. So it looks like a lot of time and care was done to create this place that the bandits have taken up residence. Again, you're unsure whether or not the bandits have created this place or whether they're just now inhabiting it. You see 8 statues. All of them are of different, or rather, they're very similar looking. They all depict a soldier. Some of them have swords that are raised up in the air. Some of them are just have their hands down at their sides. And you notice that two of the statues their heads are kind of decayed off just from time and weathering. It looks like they probably fell or took some damage somewhere. Yeah, besides that, you don't notice anything in particular. No false walls, no secret panels or anything like that. Just the entrance that you guys originally came through and the door that the bandit was trying to get through.
Could I glean anything about the poisons they were carrying? Did they have some vials or something?
Absolutely. The daggers that they were wielding, one of them looks as if it's a bit destroyed from the ensuing combat that you guys went through. But these are sort of we'll say special short swords in a way. That have a sort of vial cartridge that can be inserted into the hilt of it, which will pervade the poison throughout the blade itself. You don't see any remaining poison cartridges on them, but there is one in the hilt of the short sword that's still intact, and is it looks to be, for the most part, expended.
Well, I would still
Yeah.
take that if it seemed usable.
Absolutely. You're more than welcome to do so.
Okay.
All yours, my friend. Yeah, so you can put a short sword. Well, you can call it a poisoner's short sword. How about that?
Cool.
It is certainly a specialized piece of equipment. Mendax, in your searches through the armor as well, you find a total of 40 gold on the assassins.
Wait.
You can take that. I have a good bit of gold right now.
I mean, I'm fairly generous with my gold anyway. I like to buy things. I figure even if I'm holding it, it's more of our gold.
When the rogue's holding gold, it's their gold. When the party's holding gold, it's everyone's gold.
It's everyone's gold.
That's right.
What is your goal at, by the way? I've got 220. I feel rather rich.
482.
Mine's at you have 482? Yeah, I'm at 539. So.
Oh, you lost your thousands.
Well, I spent a lot of it, and I don't remember what on. Right offhand. I know 200 of it went to get the shoes back that you bartered away.
Yeah.
It's because I wasn't willing to trade the spoon. I think you're happy about that now, aren't you?
10 of it, I don't know. I mean, I'm in the middle of nowhere in a shit time in a terrible wood, so no, I'm not really happy about it, but
It's all the spoon's fault.
all the spoon's fault. I don't remember. I mean, I gave 10 to, jumpstart a poor lad's career. I gave 5, save a poor slave boy, give him something to fall back on in case piracy wasn't his thing. I know I probably spent a handful at certain pubs. I honestly have no idea where the vast majority of it went.
The blackout bill is always the biggest one. I mean, when you're at that point where you're buying rounds for the entire tavern, it can disappear pretty quickly.
I mean, it had to have been something like that.
We do travel a lot
Honestly-
for work, so it's not like she can put it in a bank or something. We went through time. We were turned into stone for hundreds of years.
Imagine if you did, though. You'd be rich.
Oh,
The
Who's going to
interest
keep track
rate-
of that bank account over
Yeah.
that time, though?
The interest rate would just be astronomical.
there's one gnomish banker somewhere in a bloody refugee camp who's still got the gold and still keeping the banking records, right? The interest.
For sure. Yeah, so what would you guys like to do? Do you want to continue forward, or this could be a good spot for us to stop for the night? Up to you all.
It might be a good time to stop, unfortunately.
All right, sounds good.
Just because I have
We will-
stupid work tomorrow.
Dang darn it. work.
Also, I need to take some time and figure out how to readjust my hair to cover up the massive bald patch that's in the back. I'm going to end up looking like fucking Friar Tuck.
it's
So-
a good look. You can bring it back into style.
Nigel was dealing consistent damage every turn. Sometimes it was on the bandits or the assassins. Other times it was on the back of Mendax's head.
Well, I mean, I've seen how shit this future is that we're in. There's clearly no hairdressers. I just wanted to help you guys out. I don't want you to get, lice or anything like that.
Are you calling us dirty?
I'm just saying
think he
everybody
is.
needs a trim once in a while.
We were encased in clay for a long time.
You were indeed. But now you all are back and are spelunking through the bandits' dungeon. But we'll have to pick that up next time. I think you guys did a fantastic job so far, but who knows what lies behind this mysterious door that this assassin apparently was willing to kill for.
Shout out to Bob for dealing a lot of damage this time. And the return of the Busey trees. It's been a bit, but good to see you again.
Good to see you again in these parts.
Remember, if there are any frost wraiths that just walk up to your camp casually, they mean you harm, and you should probably run away.
That is true.
We thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you on the next episode of Wayfarers. Nigel, please stop shooting us.
Please.